And we're live. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hello.
We?
are. Hello, fellow miscreants. Now you've found your way to our really rather overly bright Twitch channel, I guess we better introduce ourselves. We're most of the Bloodthirsty Puppets, and I'm Blood Puppets, and today I'm playing Calare, and that's pretty much everything. Oh, no, I better do the rules for chat. Don't be at all about someone's race, don't be at all about someone's gender, and generally just don't be at all. Now I've done everything I need to do to introduce the stream, I'm going to hand everything over to Arch.
No pressure.
Right. No pressure. Say something witty. Do it now.
Hi everyone, my name is Arch. You might know me as Honest from Adventures Anonymous, or you might know me from elsewhere on the internet because reasons, or you might know me in real life because our entire chat is filled with nothing but people that I already know. Well, except for a few that I don't know. Hello to people that I don't know.
Smooth. That's about as smooth as my intro. Good job.
I can make it smoother if you'd like.
Totally smooth. Ooh. Welcome to the world of Kaelstos.
Hello, everybody, and welcome
to the
world of Kaelstos.
Smooth jazz on the.
I don't think I do. My music does not include smooth jazz, but maybe I should make an intro.
I think you should. I think that we here at World of Kaelstos should be known now for our smooth introductions.
They're so amazing. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Right, Arch, do you want to introduce what we're doing today?
I guess. I mean, I was really hoping that we could just, not... I was going to say, why don't we just not play? I was going to play some Scrabble.
I don't want to be rude, but I am up at 2:30 in the morning. I want to play a game of goddamn D&D.
Fine. So, we're playing a D&D 5e game called The World of Kaelstos. It's a homebrew world made by myself. And we are resuming from last time. If you did not see last session, it is available on the YouTubes, which Vonda, you could direct them that stuff. Today we are picking up from last time where you all were outside of the town of Severna. You were tasked by the daughter of the guild leader of the Descara Guild to basically go to this town of Severna where there were reports of weird animals that were causing a muck. And you had set camp the night before you went into town just south of the bridge, and you were attacked by a stone rabbit. Not a stoned rabbit, Neil. Stone rabbit.
It doesn't get the extra D. The extra D.
It doesn't.
D10.
It doesn't get
D20.
the extra D at the end there. And you guys were camping, attacked by a stone rabbit, and then in the morning y'all got up, went to Severna, and found that the town was on fire.
Oh yeah.
So let's quickly just mention who we're playing real quick and do a brief description to remind peoples. Valanda, I believe you said you were playing Calare. What does Calare look like?
I need to find my notes.
Not memorized.
No.
Penalty. Negative inspiration.
I see everything through her eyes. I don't see a lot of mirrors. Calare is in her late 20s. She's in fact 29, not 32. She has fairly soft facial features. She's got dark brown, almost black eyes, long dark brown hair, usually braided into some sort of knots. She actually, I forgot to mention this last week, she actually has, on the side of her neck, she has like what looks like burns, and they kind of look a bit like scales, which is a result of a plague, which is very cool. And she has a tattoo around one of her eyes. Oh, and mostly wears green and has like a shawl thing, which she can put over her head and like completely cover her features. That's Calare.
Okay. And what about Neil? What does Cowlick look like?
Hi, I'm Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
Nope, we're not doing it.
I just wanted to try it. I play Malik. He is a human druid. I'm very disappointed that you guys can't see this picture I made because I went in Skyrim and made a character and put him in clothes and everything just to take a screenshot of it for this stupid picture, and you can't even see it, but he looks pretty cool.
If you link it to me, then I should be able to put it in the picture.
Send it to her and then we'll take a look. It'd be great.
Send it to me in Skype or something.
He looks like Skyrim Jesus. It's pretty good.
Jeez.
That's about it. He's wearing druidy stuff. Special dark hair, dark brown eyes, whatever Valanda said. Whatever whatever, Calaire. Is that how you
Calare.
say that?
At least
Calaire.
learn your own sister's name. Calare.
Working on it. I
Chocolate
just
Eclair.
met her. Okay. Give me a break.
Malik, I nailed your name. I know your name.
It's not hard, though.
All right, so that's Malik. Let's go with Onyx this time.
Okay, I'm playing Leon. He's a human ranger. He is 27 years old, 5'9". He has red hair, about mid-length, very pale skin and green eyes. He has a worn blue traveling cloak on and a black leather glove on his left hand. He has a bow thrown over his back and 2 short swords, one on either hip.
Okay. See, guys, that's how you're supposed to do it. Very succinct and to the point. And now, Casey, what about you?
Hi, I'm Casey. I play Morgane. She is a wood elf. She's got copper skin, I say green eyes, dark hair. She wears purple and gold. She's got a guitar strung across her back, rapier at her side, and she is really, she's pouting, probably.
Julia in the chat brings up a very important question for you, Onyx.
No.
A black glove on one hand, is he secretly Michael Jackson's previous life? Are you sure? That is a valid question.
And that is a valid answer.
Roll performance. I need to know how good you are of a dancer.
Come on, please.
Please fail or please succeed.
To the
Okay, that's
No.
fine.
Alright, you failed. Alright. Can confirm not previous life. Roll for Moonwalk, yes. Alright,
Don't do
so
rolls before we play. It's bad luck.
no, this is part of the gameplay. Don't worry about it.
Oh crap, we're supposed to have music
Leon
already.
sees
Shit.
the burning city and starts dancing really poorly. So, you guys are currently standing on the outskirts of Severna. It is this very large port city town. It's kind of like an in-between. It's not quite like a big bustling city like Namai is, but it's still like a little tiny town. Like, it's a very busy port town. And from what you can tell, it looks like the western half of the northwestern part of the city appears to be on fire. There is black smoke rising into the sky. Even from where you guys are standing, you can hear the commotion from within the city as it seems like people are shouting. From where you're standing right now, you can't really make out too much within the city other than that there are people. You guys are approaching from the south, and it doesn't seem like the people near where you are like concerned. At this time of day, like there are people on the roads. There are carts and wagons traveling to and from the capital. It looks like bearing all sorts of different goods and whatnot. So like people are going by you in both directions.
Sorry, did you just say nobody seems concerned that the town is on fire?
From where you on your side of the town, pretty much.
Okay.
But can we see people? You were saying.
Yes, you can see people.
Okay.
The town is large enough that, like, if there's a fire on one end of the town, it doesn't seem like it concerns people on the other end of the town.
Okay.
Makes sense. So, what are you guys gonna do?
I just want to double check the point of us being here. We're here
Think those
because
animals
animals are
fire?
corrupted animals are attacking people. We want to find the source, deal with it, and then we get to return home, right?
Find the source if you can, or
Okay.
at least make a report on it.
Alright, fair enough, okay.
I don't know if Diane had mentioned it to you guys last time, because I can't remember half the shit, and it was like a week ago I watched the video. Or almost a week ago. There is a small guild house in Severna for the Discara Guild.
She did, yes.
It's not like a big thing or anything like that. Like it's just like a little checkpoint.
Yeah, I think she did mention it.
Okay. So you guys know that much about the town. Beyond that, though, not so much. You guys probably at one point or another in your travels have come through Severna, just because it's kind of like the main hub Generally speaking, if you're going to be traveling via boat, this is the place to go. The only other place besides that you're aware of is Varheim, which I believe the only person that probably would have traveled through there would have been Morgaine.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing? Besides leaving the call.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
No.
Begins already.
And so it begins.
Listen, Neil, I'm going to need you to not do that.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it wasn't me with my potato internet.
I did a pretty bad job. You
Yeah.
know, this app is terrible.
Stop touching things.
It's because
how
you have
about?
like 28 things open.
I have like 2 things open.
You said 28 before, don't even lie.
I closed the rest of them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Shall we attempt to make our way to the Daskara Guild and check in? Perhaps this fire will be dealt with by the locals of this town.
Yeah, they don't seem to be particularly worried by it. Let's just do our mission.
I'm particularly worried by it.
Can you do anything about a full-scale fire, though?
Probably not, but
Let's just
I'm
not
allowed
get
to
in
be
their way.
okay.
Unless, the guild house is in the northwest section of the town.
Right. I'm concerned as to why no one else seems concerned.
As
Maybe they
do
did
I.
it.
Fire is pretty dangerous, especially in these tiny towns. But if no one else is worried, they must have a system in place that we are unaware of. If it becomes our problem, we shall deal with it. But I myself
are
am
on a
not a
time.
firefighter.
We are on a time frame. God.
That's true.
God damn it.
God damn.
Technical difficulties.
We
Oh,
were in a
yeah.
call for an hour and a half before the show started, and this didn't fucking happen once.
I'm not even hosting this call. Oh man, we've wasted all the good
Oh my
internet.
What did you do? Because we were in a call for an hour and a half and nothing happened. Now that we're streaming, suddenly, poof, you disappear again?
He's muted himself.
Oh my god.
We need like some way of tracking the amount of camera fails we have. I think we need to do this.
We need to have a little ticker on the stream.
Yeah. Camera fails. I'll see if Streamlabs have something similar.
You should have like a chat bot that has an interaction where people can place bets at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, as to
I'll
who's
be
gonna
that
fail
chat
first.
bot.
Uh-huh.
Or count.
Who's gonna fail first? How many times each person's gonna fail?
Yeah. Onyx, are you there, buddy?
Good talk.
Yeah.
Is it funny that I thought the animal set the fire by like, you know how you like put 2 rocks together and make a spark? I thought
You
that
thought-
maybe they were
That's better.
fighting or doing other things, making sparks,
Hmm.
setting things on fire. You know, rock animal stuff.
Your little window is flashing, but we're getting no sound coming through, dude. I heard you very briefly just now.
Okay, can you hear me at all right
Yes.
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Alright.
Alright,
Alright.
the 4 of you
Stop.
don't
touching
touch
things.
anything, okay? Step
I'm just
away from the
parts here,
computer.
Why are you including me in that list? I haven't had a disconnection issue
Actually,
once.
you and I haven't had a problem. The one person who should be having problems, I am not.
Nope.
Alright, carry on.
Well, carry
Okay,
on.
is there a
So
guard
you-
nearby?
No. Currently, you guys are on the outskirts of the city or town, whatever. Port.
City.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, there are people within.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue walking into the city then.
I'll
Okay.
follow.
Okay.
Everybody follow.
Yeah.
I'm following too.
Okay.
With your
So-
shillelagh.
I forgot what it does.
Oh, okay. Are you actually carrying a club or a quarterstaff? Just
Yeah, he has a staff. Yeah.
oh, cool.
So you make your way along the road towards Severna. There are a fair amount of people on the road this time of day, so there are people coming to and fro. Generally speaking, a lot of them seem to be merchants, traders, things of that sort. They don't seem to be particularly social. Like, you might try to approach one, just make like small talk as you're walking towards town, but they just kind of give you like a grunt or whatever, just like how's it going, you know, so, that sort of thing. They don't seem like they really want to talk.
Are any of them, like, you say that most of them are merchants, do any of them have like a lot of like personal guard or like mercenaries around, like escorting them to and fro, or do they just seem happy just to push their cart?
No, it seems like most of these caravans have their own personal guards that they've hired. At the least, you've seen like one armed guardsman. Some of the bigger wagons you've seen have had at least like 4 or 5.
I'm sorry, I thought you said one-armed guardsman. I thought that was
just
very,
one arm.
that's a very peculiar character to just spit off the dome like that. He seems like a very interesting NPC.
I want to go talk to this cardboard cutout. Let's go talk to him now.
Can I talk to the one-armed guardsman?
That's amazing. Sorry, Arch.
It's like trying to get a bunch of children.
It's not Jim,
Oh, no,
right?
come along.
Jim has 2 arms.
Jim
right?
has 2 arms, and he's in the
You
other
guys
town.
never
Children
asked.
is difficult.
For all
I
you know,
shouldn't have
Jim
to
has
ask.
4
They're
arms.
arms. They should be attached to him, and if they're not, then he's not 2 arms.
Maybe he's got 4 arms. You never asked.
Yeah, and how do we know that Jim didn't lose an arm since we left yesterday?
That's true. His arms should be attached to
I
me.
mean,
In which
ask
case, why
every-
do you get ahead of you to the next town and then start leaving it?
Every
Yeah.
NPC we come across, I'm gonna ask them how many arms they have.
Sure,
Just-
sure.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Have we made it to town yet?
Please say we made it sound.
Yes, you walk into the town. It's a very finely built town. A lot of the buildings on the outskirts, at least where you guys are right now, like the outer edge of the city, town, whatever, appears to be built of a rather fine wooden material, not like the typical, like, I guess, how would I describe it? Like, these seem like a much darker wood than what you're used to seeing. Whatever it is, it seems to be a lot sturdier. They seem to be well oiled and built relatively recently. Based on what you all know of this town, it was built only a couple hundred years ago, so it's a relatively decent town in terms of design. Makes the fire a little bit weirder because it's not made of thatch or anything like that. There is no mud huts, no thatch houses.
Now is there a guard
And-
nearby?
Yes, there are guards nearby. They don't appear to be doing much. They just seem to be walking their normal patrols.
Okay, I want to go talk to the nearest guard.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. What can I do for you, sir?
As we were approaching, we noticed that there's a fire in the northwestern part of the town. Why does no one seem concerned about that?
Yeah, the fires. He kind of puts a hand on his like the pommel of his sword and like turns to face you fully, like you guys are kind of walking. And he turns, look to you, and he's got like this very grim look on his face. Yeah, it's been happening a lot more lately. We've been having some issues with the wildlife, and it's not as uncommon anymore. But it's being dealt with. We've already established a specific force to deal with any issues of fire or lightning or thunder.
Should wildlife set it on fire? How did that happen?
Hell if I know.
When you hit 2 rocks together, it makes a spark.
It's fire bunnies.
And you know what bunnies do a lot? Makes some sparks when they're stoned.
I'm gonna give Malek a really weird look.
I shrug.
Well,
Right. Well, no, it wasn't a rabbit. This last one that's currently being dealt with. That one was actually a deer. Oh
I'm
my
gonna go
god.
ahead and
Swear to God, Onyx.
I don't.
Rocks fall, everybody dies. That's it.
Was it a firefox?
No, it was a deer.
Props. That was good.
Okay.
Oh my god. Wait, a deer?
Yeah, it was a deer. There was fur looked like it was like
Stones.
cinders. There was like fire coming off of its antlers. It was really really weird.
That
But our department of fire has been dealing with it. We're good.
oh. Can I ask you a question?
I mean, you just did, but go for it.
That obviously wasn't the question, but has it just been fire animals that look like they're on fire, or have you seen other kinds of weird animals around here?
I mean, did you hear the part where I mentioned lightning and thunder? Yeah, it's some weird shit.
I did hear the weird shit, but I didn't realize you meant specifically animals that were made of lightning.
Well, they weren't made of lightning. That's weird. I don't know why you'd be insinuating something like that. That's impossible.
Well, I mean, not technically, but being made of thunder would be impossible, though.
All right. Well, listen. I didn't go to school to be debating anything like that. I'm just a simple guardsman. So.
All right. Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
Sure. You're
One last-
you're a bunch of out of towners, yeah.
One last thing, as you just mentioned, you're out of towners. Could you perhaps direct us to the Discover Guild House?
Oh yeah, you and he looks at you and notices the badges that you guys are actually wearing.
it's on fire.
Speaking of which, where is it that each of you is wearing your Discara badge?
How big is it?
Where would it be on your person?
Just on my shirt, upper left.
Go over
It's
your
kinda
heart,
hidden.
sort of thing, or
It's kind of hidden by my cloak.
okay.
How big and how shiny is it?
The size of like a normal badge, like
That doesn't help. Their badges are many
badge
sizes.
size, like the size of your palm, let's say.
That's ginormous for a badge.
It's not.
It is
It's a pretty large
That's
badge.
a pretty large badge, dude. It's ginormous.
I was thinking like Pokemon badges.
Yeah, like the
Little
little
pins.
tiny ones. That's why I wanted to find
No,
out how big they were.
That's a pin. That's not a badge. That's a pin. Pins
I
are
mean-
big, badges are big.
I remember them being called badges in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but those are clearly the pins.
Okay, so alright, we're gonna go with that they are in fact the size of a person's palm.
Yes.
Wow, I'm not sure I can hide that anywhere.
It's a very large badge.
That's a huge
Why
badge.
are you trying to hide it? You're part of a very prestigious guild. I think
Because-
that's insulting.
Okay, how shiny is it?
You know how those
It's made of
cops that are
It's made of iron.
cooler.
Hmm.
You know those cops that are cooler than the other cops because they have their badges not attached to their clothes, but on top of it, like hanging from a necklace. I wanted to do that.
Sure, that you could absolutely have it hanging from like a necklace or something,
Yes.
like a leather strap sort of thing.
Yeah, like
yeah.
one of the necklaces with all my trinkets on it from nature stuff that I have for nature stuff that I do with nature and stuff.
Morgane is also going to have hers on like a leather strap because something iron would be really heavy and would probably like ruin her clothes. So
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. Because I probably wouldn't want this to be really visible because if it's anyway shiny it would give away my like ninja status of hiding and things. I know she'll probably like use it to like bundle up her shawl, so she'll put her shawl through it that's around her shoulders so that she can put it up and use it little fastener. Sorry, ginormous
Okay.
fastener, it's the size of the palm of a hand.
So you're using it like a brooch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So he looks at your emblems and goes, "Oh yeah, you guys are part of the guild, I guess. Where the hell is that guild house, anyways? I can't remember half the time. I think it's you're gonna go down this road here," and he points down the main strip that you guys are on right now. Go down this way about say like I don't know, like half a mile. and then just make a right. It's gonna be should be on your left.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
In case it's not obvious, there's probably gonna be a sign on the door. Just want to clarify.
Thank you for your time, and I start walking down the street.
You're welcome. And he starts walking away, doing his patrol again. So you guys make your way towards the center of town, following this main strip that he directed you towards. And indeed, after about a half mile, you do come across a intersection. You can distinctly see that the fire that was in the northwestern town section of the town appears to have died down a bit. Doesn't seem like there's as much smoke arising from that area, but there still appears to be quite a bustle going on there. And you make your way down the side road to head towards the guild house. And indeed, after walking for a little bit, you do come across a rather small, it's almost like a shack, like a 2-story home almost, that just has a small sign on the top above the door that says Discara Guild.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in.
I'll follow.
Everyone's going in, yeah? Just
Yeah.
make sure. All right.
Yeah.
You walk in, there's like a little jingly bell on the door that rings as you walk in the door. And you see a halfling sitting behind a counter. Now this halfling appears to be rather round in the belly. He's got short brown hair that's kind of just all sorts of messed up. Looks like he has a bad case of bedhead, or that's just his natural hair. He got bright hazel eyes and a very round bulbous nose. And he appears to be just kind of reclining in a chair, reading off of what appears to be a small book. And as the bell rings, he sits up and goes, "Oh, hi! Who are you?"
We were sent from the main branch to see what's going on with wildlife around here.
"Oh, so you're the new meat. Hi, welcome. My name's Ethan Bowley." And he stands up, brushes off his clothes real quick, wipes his palms together, just kind of dry them off. It looks like he has sweaty palms. And he scurries up in front of you, and he holds out his hand to shake each of yours.
I shake it
Big
back.
smile.
Leon Arcadan, nice to meet you.
"Hi, pleasure to meet you." And he's vigorously shaking your hand.
This dude is great. Yeah, I'll shake his hand.
he shakes your hand as well, very vigorously. Instead of that one shake, it's like,
Doesn't
Hi!
quite know when to let go.
no, he lets go after a few seconds, but it's a very he's very excited.
Calare would just incline her head and keep her hands behind her back and say, "I'm Calare Soror. It's very nice to meet you, sir."
Hi. No handshake? Okay. All right. And you? Hi.
Morgane Dialatus, and she'd shake his hand with a very polite smile.
He vigorously shakes your hand and goes, "Nice to meet you." He stands up as if realizing you should probably act a little bit more professional. And he goes, "So you're here to investigate the animals, right?"
That is
Yes.
correct, yes.
Great. What do you want me to do?
Know anything about it that could help us?
Well, I was reading in this book that animals don't normally have element powers like that.
Well, thank you for that. We'll take that under advisement.
And he rubs
Athen,
his
aka
chin.
Captain Obvious.
He rubs his chin, looks very deep in thought, and he goes, "This all started... Well, technically it started a couple years ago, but it was more minor situations. Let me go check something. Hold on one second." He scurries back behind the counter, and you can hear some banging and disheveling noises as he's it sounds like he's throwing stuff around. And he comes back out with what looks to be a leather-bound book with like charcoal writing on the cover that seems to say something along the lines of diary, based on what you can make out inverted. And he flips the book open, flips through a few pages, and he goes, yeah, okay. So about 4 months ago, it seems like that's when this started to really become an issue. It happened a couple of years ago, but that was just a little minor stuff. So like, like a little squirrel that had I don't know, like water spewing out of its mouth or something. It was kind of weird. That one was actually kind of funny though, because it just did it whenever it tried to chitter. So it would go, and then there'd be water coming out. It was really funny. But anyways, so it started a couple months ago. The first case that we had was there was this really weird looking raccoon that came in, and it walked into the town, and it made like a screechy noise, but it was a really loud screechy noise. Like it broke windows.
Do these things seem to act with a purpose, as if they know what they're doing? How often do they attack the town, per se?
Well, I don't think any of them really attack the town. I think it's more just incidental things.
Okay.
But some of them do seem aggressive.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a feeling that being comprised of fire when you're not supposed to be would probably make you a little bit angry. Do they seem to be drawn to this place, or are they attacking randomly around the city as well?
Well, I mean, they haven't really been like attacking the city. It's just kind of like the fire that's going on right now in the northwestern area. That was a deer. It was kind of weird. It was running away because it got shot with an arrow by one of our hunters. Not the guild hunters. You understand? It was one of the city hunters, because they were going out, because what they do is they go out, they hunt the deer, and then they kill the deer, and then they shot it with an arrow, and then they get the meat, and then they get the fur, and sometimes the horns, and they sell it. And sorry, am I boring?
I don't wish to be rude, but perhaps you could circle back to the point within the next 2 or 3 sentences.
Right. Sorry. So, what was I saying?
You were telling us about the deer.
Right. So the deer got shot by one of the hunters, and it was running away from the hunters, and it came into the town, and it was a fiery deer, and so it touched things while running away, and then that started the fire. It wasn't intentionally touching things, I don't think, from what I understand, from what I was told, but it was just kind of starting fires because it was a fire deer.
Okay.
You said more of them started appearing 4 months ago. Did anything happen around that time besides the wildlife?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Oh, just wondering if anything significant happened that long ago that might have started this off.
I mean, there was that raccoon.
Was that 4 months ago, or as you said, a couple of years ago?
Oh yeah. No, I got my timeline mixed up. Sorry. The raccoon was 4 years ago. What happened 4 years ago? Hold on a second. He flips through his journal some more, or his diary some more. Let's see. The first one. No. He keeps flipping through the pages. He seems like he's getting really disheveled through it. God, where is it? I don't know where it went. He just kind of looks at you dumbfounded.
Is the page just missing, or?
I think. I could have sworn I wrote it right here. And he's specifically looking at like 2 pages in his diary, and he goes, I remember writing it here.
Is there a blank place on the pages that he's looking at? Can we see the pages?
You can see the book. He's not really like open to you guys looking at it so much, just because it's his personal diary.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you could try asking him if you could approach.
May I? And I'll put my hand out for the book. I'm not going to read anything specific, but perhaps if the page has been torn, or if you've written something and it has disappeared, perhaps one of them will magically in kind may be able to have a look.
Yeah, sure. And he hesitantly passes it over to you.
I want to see whether, like, whether pages are... No, I'm not going to...
Steal his diary!
Run! No, I'm not going to steal his diary.
Roll a investigation.
Okay. I have -1 investigation. It's just going to go well. Never mind.
Nice. 18 investigation. Okay. You can very clearly see that within the deep ridge in the book between these two pages, there appears to be the slight remnants of a page that was ripped out. It appears that whoever did this removal of this one page in the book was done intentionally. It was done with a lot of care, and whoever did it was trying to make sure that it wasn't noticed. Like, it's a very slight noticeable ridge within the paper.
I pass the diary back to him and indicate what I found and say, is there anyone else who would have access to your diary?
Not that I can think of, no. Generally, it's just me keeping house here. Everybody else just generally checks in and goes about doing whatever business they have.
So essentially, you keep this behind the counter?
Yeah, I keep it in my little hidey hole down there.
So in theory, anyone who has come into the guild house here within the last 4 years could have taken that page? Unless you think you can possibly narrow it down further.
Well, I mean, this particular entry was from 4 months ago.
Is there anyone who would also have that information besides you? Anyone who would know what you were writing there?
Not that I can think of. Generally speaking, I mean, the guild members that come in here aren't too interested in what I have to say unless it's pertaining to their job. I don't usually pick out my diary unless it's because I know something that isn't directly guild related, but you know, yeah.
Is there a direction that these cases happen more frequently from the town? North,
I mean, it's
south,
pretty much
east,
that
or
northwestern area.
northwest?
Just because that's where the woods are. It's kind of a sparse
Right.
woods, really. So that's pretty much where all the wildlife is. That's why I think that it's all happening there. I mean, there could be some to the direct west where the woods are, but that's past the two rivers and the ponds there. So I don't think that we're going to have as much of a problem from there anyways. If it was birds, could you imagine if it was... What if there was a firebird? What if there was a fire crow? Seen fire crows? Is that a thing?
We personally have not seen anything like that, but we'll be sure
No.
to keep an eye out just in case. We'll tell you about it first thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we've only seen a stone bunny.
Oh, you saw an animal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I like, and he flips to a new page on his diary.
Let me ask you something.
What?
In the last 4 months, has any, like, I know that it's all guild members who come in here, but has there been anyone who's been acting, like, suspiciously or anything like that? Anything that just stands out in your mind?
I mean, you four have been asking me more questions than most people do. Does that count?
I mean, yeah, that would generally be suspicious behavior, but that's our job, so it's not.
Well, but most people don't talk to me this long.
I don't understand why. You seem quite a pleasant
Yeah.
chap.
I can't imagine why.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Do I need to roll deception? No, I'm joking.
When these animals are killed, does anything strange happen to their bodies? The rabbit turned into like a stone dust. Just wondering if something similar happens to the rest of them that's unusual when these animals die.
I don't know. We haven't killed any. The deer was the closest one we've gotten so far.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
Perhaps we should make our way towards this northwestern and perhaps find the hunters of the guard here and see if they have any more information about where we could possibly find these creatures. We should probably begin to track them.
Now, between you and me, I don't know if the guards are so helpful.
Yeah, I agree.
They're kind of like that, like what's the best way to put it? They're like that kind of person but there's a bunch of people because it's a guard, not or guard group, not guards. But yeah, so they're like those people where you have money and you pay them to do stuff, but then they do the bare minimum so that they get the money, but they're not doing anything more.
Slackers.
Sure.
Yes, understandable. Perhaps we should just attempt to track these creatures ourselves and see if we can find where they are coming from. From the sounds of the information you've given us, most likely the woods.
That might help. I can help. You want help?
What kind of help?
Hold on. Give me like 2 minutes. No, 3 minutes. 2 minutes. And he scurries off and behind the stairs, or not the stairs, behind the counter, you can hear him open like a wooden trapdoor. And you hear him going down some like a wooden ladder. And you can hear again more scrounging and what sounds like a bunch of stuff being thrown around, the occasional breaking of what sounds like something probably very valuable. And after...
Maybe a curse word or two.
The occasional curse word in the halfling language or two. And he climbs back up and he goes, okay, there's a lot of garbage down there, a lot of stupid stuff. Who needs spell scrolls? Those are stupid. Anyways, I got rid of those. So here, this might help. And he holds up a bear trap.
You want us to catch them?
Well, I don't know what you're doing.
I assume if they've not been killed, you've not had a chance to study one either.
Well,
Well, I mean, my job's to kind of just sit here. I don't really get to do the investigating thing, so.
I'd be more than happy for your help, and I guess I'll take the trap.
He hands it to you with a big grin on his face. He's just, I'm helping. See, this is me. I'm helping.
Yeah, thanks.
Wait, thank you kindly.
One more.
Oh, wait. Here, hold on. I want to be in the history books. Hold on. He scurries behind, grabs his charcoal, the little bit of charcoal that he uses to write in his book, and he takes the bear trap and he writes inside of the bear trap. He writes his name.
Which was what again?
Athan Boley, Athan, and then Boley, and where the O is in his last name, it's a heart.
Oh.
There. Now, if you solve the problem, then I get to be famous too, right? I help.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll for sure tell everyone that you were a great help.
Yeah.
We'll
you
give you an
mentioned
equal
that-
amount of credit.
You mentioned that some of them were. I'm guessing that the majority of them are hostile. Are there any that are not? Like the raccoon couldn't have done much damage, but was it attacking things?
I mean,
Or not the raccoon, the squirrel, the water squirrel.
No, because it was kind of drowning.
Oh.
It was funny, but it was like drowning, so that's not really funny. But it was kind of
Aw.
funny, but it was funny.
Poor squirrel.
I mean, you should have seen it. It like its cheeks were like out, like its cheeks were like this, and it was there was water coming out of it. It was kind of.
No.
I'm gonna stop.
Yes, please stop.
It was kind of funny to me though.
That's actually quite distressing, not funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Arch.
Morgan looks horrified.
Did Diane say we could stay here?
I don't recall if she had mentioned anything.
Okay, because I don't remember. I feel like she said we could stay at this place, but I don't know if we need an inn or not.
Thought that we don't get to use rooms until we're like a certain level of member.
Maybe we
That
should
might have
just
been it.
ask him. He seems happy enough.
Maybe he'll let us stay even though we're not the right level
Yeah.
because he wants to be friends.
Athen, I feel that perhaps our quest, our journey here, our job may actually take a good portion of time. Is there any chance that we could perhaps stay here during the evenings whilst we are upon this job?
Oh, you guys are the new meat, right? We're not supposed to. We're really not supposed to have you guys staying here just yet because you're new meat and there's trust issues and yeah.
But come on, we're friends.
I don't know.
It's okay. We wouldn't want you to get in trouble if you're doing something for us. We can find
Aw.
a different place.
I was gonna try charming, but
Do
then
it.
I'm like still scared about that because of last time I did that in the park.
Perhaps if we cannot stay here, is there somewhere that you could recommend?
Sure. Really depends on where you want to stay.
Somewhere that's cheap, but
cheap.
we're not going to get murdered in our sleep.
Yes, what he said.
You're gonna want to stay at the Purple Stone then. Really cheap, really cheap inn. I think it's actually in the northwestern side of town though.
Ooh.
It will make us closer to our quarry, and perhaps we shouldn't worry.
Unless it burned down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I would go check. See if it burned down or not. If it did, I guess come back here and I'll see where else you might be able to stay.
Okay, that
Okay.
sounds good.
Well, thank you for all of your help.
It was no problem. It was great meeting you guys. And he goes back up and starts shaking your hands vigorously again.
I shake his hand again.
I shake his hand just as vigorously as he's shaking mine.
He is loving it.
Calorie still just inclines her head and keeping her hands behind her back.
I'll shake his hand too. Of course.
And we leave.
Okay.
Yes.
As you guys are leaving, you can hear him in the back. Bye! Bye! See ya! Bye! Farewell!
It was nice to have met you, Ethan.
I wave over my shoulder.
I also wave over my shoulder, and then I turn to the rest of the group and I go, I liked that guy.
He was exceptionally cheerful.
Yeah, he was very interesting.
You don't see a lot of...
Happy
You don't
people.
yeah. I was about to finish that sentence, but then I saw somebody saying that you were rude for not shaking his hand, and I had to laugh.
Yeah.
She doesn't like touching people.
Rude.
But you punch things. That's touching it.
Yes. Actually,
only
I
like-
hit them with my sickle. I don't think that counts.
You
She-
kick the rabbit.
No, she
Yeah.
only likes violently touching people.
I'm just afraid that if I shake his hand, I'm going to crush him.
I mean, fair.
You guys are back on the street.
Yep, heading northwest.
Okay. So you start making you're making way towards the northwestern side of the town. Obviously, the further along you go, the more deserted it appears. The only people you see at this point are the occasional guardsmen just kind of keeping watch and trying to redirect traffic, because there are a lot of people trying to swarm away. And as you approach where the larger portion of the fire seems to have been contained to, you can see what appears to be a bunch of gnomes. And they're all standing side by side, and each of them seems to be very gently touching fingers, like they have their hands outward, touching fingertips to each other, and it seems like they're in a trance, chanting. And you can see above the fire there appears to be like a rain cloud that is putting out the fire slowly and pushing it back.
Whoa, that's awesome.
All together, you can see what appears to be about 10 gnomes.
Hmm.
That's
Adorable.
rather ingenious.
Adorable.
This is
Beyond
your
that,
firefighting squad. It's adorable. Yes.
Are you just saying they're adorable because they're small, Malik?
beyond that, across
And
the
they're
way
adorable.
from where the
Small
fire
and
actually
adorable.
is, you can see a building with a sign that appears to be made of an actual stone, and it says on it, engraved into it, the Purple Stone.
Does it look burned down?
No, it actually looks like it's relatively unscathed.
Oh, that's
Sweet.
good. Let's go there.
We want to book rooms before? Yes, that's probably a good idea, actually.
Wait,
We
how
we
many
should-
days?
We're not out of rooms. We have 3 days.
We could
Okay.
just stay in the woods, guys. We're gonna be out there anyways.
You mean with all of the fire deer?
We stayed out last night and seemed to be unscathed.
Well,
I mean, listen,
Most of us were unscathed.
You can
Oh
you
my
can probably
gosh, and I
see you
kicked
can
it.
probably actually see the bruise swelling up on her foot because she's don't wear any shoes. But
Okay.
she's walking like a champ. She's fine.
why are you guys so unwilling to go to the inn?
I like
If-
the woods.
At the very least, the people in the inn might have more information about what happened here.
I don't want to sleep in the woods again. Last time we slept in the woods, we got attacked by a bunny.
Right, and then we knew more about what we were dealing with because of that.
We can go out in during the day and look for bunnies, and then we'll find out more about what we're dealing with without being awoken to bunnies almost killing people.
We should be open to the possibility that perhaps the source is further away than a day's travel.
Well, that's bad because we only have 3 days, and it's already a day's travel to get to back home to where we need to be.
Wait,
You
we
guys
had a
are
time limit?
adventurers and you're scared of sleeping in the woods?
Yeah, we
I'm
have a
not
3-day
an
time limit.
adventurer.
Did we? Shit.
Well, I mean, you're
I'm
going
not
on
an
adventures
adventurer.
for this guild at the moment. So
Okay.
at the moment, you kind of are.
What time is it right now?
It's still morning.
Still
Like-
morning?
It's
Oh,
like 9 a.m.
we should probably go out then.
Yeah.
At the very least, see what's out there. If it comes to it, we can sleep out in the woods. If we have enough time, we can come back and use an inn.
We don't have any leads on anyone else that we can talk to, so.
Right. So let's go see what we can see for ourselves.
All right. To the woods. She does not look very pleased. She obviously does not like the woods.
Granted, that was not a great experience.
Okay, so heading to the northwest sparse woods.
Okay. So you begin making your way out of the town towards the northwest. You make your way past the group of chanting gnomes that appear to be fighting the fire. And
Do the group
As
of
you make
gnomes
your
have
way-
like a team name?
you notice that emblazoned on the front of their robes is the letters SDV or SDF.
STF.
SDF.
SDF.
Which would be for
Small Defense Force.
the
Oh,
Verna Department of Fire.
yes.
Small defense force is way better.
All defense force. Uh-huh. Racist.
How's that racist?
No, it's just
What
a
is
defense
going
force. They
on?
just small on numbers.
What is
There's not
Malik?
actually-
I'm
Yo,
from the
it's
woods,
small-
guys. You can't just call me racist all the time. I don't know any better.
Well, listen, maybe you should stop being racist, and then I won't call you racist.
Well, luckily we're
It's
going
not
back to the woods. You'll fit in right. You'll fit in there. It'll be fine.
That's totally not racist either.
It's not racist.
It's not. It's
Go back,
classist.
to the, go
Classic.
back to the woods where you came
Yeah.
from.
That's the where it came from,
Classic, not
hermit.
racist.
You dirty human. Get back in the woods.
Malik, are you
Okay.
aware that you are also human?
You're all human except for me.
Yeah, you guys are
Oh,
boring.
am I human? Hmm.
Unless he's a bear.
And then I turn into a bear. No, I don't turn into a bear.
You should.
Yeah, but like I only can do that for like an hour, so it's gonna be stupid if I waste it on dumb shit,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, I thought you meant you
Anyways.
couldn't ever.
Also, I don't think we can.
Well-
We don't know that you can change into an animal yet, do we?
No, you don't.
No,
so
we don't.
what's
Yeah.
interesting?
That's going to be amazing.
How is living in the woods? So, as we go to the woods, I don't know.
Uh-huh. That's
Right
because I'm
away,
the
Sam.
DM and you're not.
What's
I'm
the
trying to
woods
help
like?
you get us
Arch?
back on track.
So you begin. You start making your way out of the town. You pass the group of gnomes. As you're making your way out, you can see that there are a fair amount of guards that appear to be just redirecting people away from the area. One of them comes over to you looking like he's about to chastise you guys for being so close to the fire, and then he notices the emblem that you guys are wearing and kind of just skitters away, hoping that you didn't notice him.
I pretend like I didn't notice him.
Yeah, we extend the courtesy of not noticing him.
He probably appreciates it. You're not sure. So you start making your way out as you approach the outer area of the town. There are what appear to be like scorch marks where there probably was fires before, but looks like this part of the town has been kind of cleansed for the most part. You start making your way out, and as you're beginning to pass this one alleyway, you can see what looks like a glow coming from the alley. Just kind of like a faint glow, but it still stands out.
Investigate that.
Yeah.
Yep, going down the alley. See if we can find a deer. That's my guess.
So you make your way into the alley, and indeed, not that far in, you see what appears to be a small pile of what looks like reddish, like cinders, which is what is emitting the glow, and lying next to it appears to be an arrow.
I hold my hand over the pile and see if it's hot.
It does not seem to be emitting any heat.
Oh, okay.
Is it
Then
just
I'll-
a pile of embers?
No, see the arrow? Remember they said that the hunters shot the... Deer.
Yeah, of course I did.
This is probably what's left of the deer, like how our rabbit disintegrated as well. I'm gonna bundle up the glowing deer dust and put that in my inventory as well.
Okay. Roll me dexterity to see how well you're able to handle this stuff. Okay. You are able to nimbly gather it up in another bundle of cloth. And gather it up.
Glowing deer dust. Okay.
Now we just need like water from a squirrel.
Is there a way that we could test this dust out and see if it's safe to handle?
I don't want to find out, really. I
Are
mean,
there
if
any
you're
small
volunteering,
animals?
all the small animals are also elemental.
Already, like there aren't any non-elemental small animals that we can test this dust out on.
You wish to test this on an innocent creature.
Well, y'all are talking about testing it. I don't know what else we could do to test it.
Are any of you particularly good in the arcane? Perhaps there is a magical essence to this that you could track?
I don't know that much about magic, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really use that kind of magic.
Only you had a better party composition.
Yeah, only.
I
mean, I can look at it, but I'm not promising any results.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it too. Well,
You wanna, just to be sure, you want an Arcana?
You're trying to investigate it magically, then yes.
you did so good.
you two are so pro.
I'm a
So
bard.
great.
I'm not really magical.
You are magic.
Can play guitar at it and see if that helps.
Does it respond to music?
It catches on fire.
No, there's no magic to that. It's just a guitar. So Leon, you can't really determine anything from it just by looking at it. You kind of like hold the pouch or the bit of cloth with the dust on it and kind of try to figure out if there's anything magical to it that you can discern. It's definitely magical. You're sure of that much. Morgane, you've activated my trap card.
Oh no.
Because the DC, well, I don't want to say the DC, the reverse DC was 10.
God. Oh God. Fuck my life.
So you're also, you kind of come in close as Leon's holding this dust on the cloth and trying to investigate it. You kind of slip and
No.
scatter some of this magical looking dust. And as your skin comes in contact with it, it seems to kind of like swarm at you.
Oh
Every
God.
fleck of dust that was on this cloth essentially like rises up in a cloud and then latches onto you.
No.
Now, the weird thing is, you notice like you kind of like shrink from it at first, like like you think it might like burn. It doesn't burn, and you don't really feel anything at all.
Oh.
Now the rest of you watching this happen, I guess in shock, I assume, notice that this ember-looking dust seems to sink into Morgane's skin.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really feel anything. Wait, when you say I don't feel anything, do you mean like I literally
like
feel
not-
nothing?
No, you feel fine.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't notice any difference.
So has it been
Yeah,
absorbed into her skin, or is it still sitting on the surface?
No, it has been absorbed into her skin. Like there doesn't appear to be any trace of it remaining now.
That's
Okay.
okay. No, I feel pretty fine. I mean, I'm a little worried, but I'm maybe okay.
Can I do a medicine check on her just to see if everything's looking okay with her in that
Sure.
way? I mean, it probably is, but I want to look.
You get a full
Damn.
medical record. You check for all the signs, all the symptoms. You pull out your doctor's thesis. There doesn't appear to be anything wrong.
Well, physically you're looking all right.
I know, thank you.
That's not what I meant.
That aside, perhaps we should just keep an eye on you, and perhaps if we can find a mage of more power than what we contain, perhaps we should have them look at you. But if you are fine, then perhaps we should continue on. This may perhaps give you an advantage if it isn't adverse.
Maybe it just doesn't affect elves.
You think perhaps
Or-
it might only affect creatures?
Or that. I'd say one of you guys should touch it, but like, what if it adversely affects humans? That would be bad, so don't.
I have another that we could perhaps ask, and I'll pull Nipped out from my bag.
Okay.
We're gonna pour the stone rabbit dust on him.
I'm gonna no.
Wow.
We aren't going to pour the dust on him. I don't control him. Nipped. This is Nipped. Nipped pretty much has a will of his own. If he's okay with it, he'll probably do it. If not, then I guess it's an innocent creature who doesn't want to be touched with the bunny dust. Perhaps you want to get it out and see if he's okay.
I'll lay the cloth with the dust on it on the ground carefully.
You're talking about the bunny dust now, right?
Yeah, we're out of deer dust.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
dust.
Yeah, but deer dust is gone.
I am the
But you're-
deer dust now.
Putting Nipped on the ground.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
on the
like have
cloth.
like pull Nipped out and just like look into his eyes, his beady little eyes. He's like, Nipped, we have something we need to ask. There's some dust from a bunny. Probably has magical effects. Don't really want to put this on a creature who doesn't interact with me. That's really freaky, Arch. Stop that. Oh god,
That's what snakes do. They do that tongue. They did.
a weird
thing.
tongue thing.
Yeah.
So if you wouldn't mind helping, I know you know me. Calculated risk. It's entirely up to you. And I'll put Nips on the ground.
This might not be the best idea.
Yeah,
What I was
He's
I don't think
pretty
I don't
smart.
think Nip should do it.
Nips is smart. If he doesn't think it's good, he probably won't. But then he's also a little bit facetious, so maybe he will just to spite me.
He actually has an intelligence of 24.
I think like
It's-
Nips is like God. I think he's a god.
So Nipped just kind of sits on the ground for a second, looking at you, does the tongue thing, and then turns, looks at the cloth with the dust on it, does the tongue thing again, slithers over to it, does the tongue thing again, and then opens his mouth and begins swallowing it.
Now, see, that doesn't seem safe.
Not just the dust, but the cloth as well.
Aw, I like my cloth.
I apologise for the cloth. Nipped has a will of his own.
You sure he understood you?
I am 100% sure that he understood.
So
Oh.
Nipped swallows the entire thing of cloth and dust. You can see like a little bit of a bulge inside in the snake's stomach.
Oh my god.
As
I'm
he's
gonna pick him
swallowing
up. I'm gonna pick him up when he's done.
So you pick him up, and he sits in your palm, looks at you, does the tongue thing again, and then coils himself around your arm.
Cool.
So Nipped right now is like kind of like a small, like a garden snake size.
Yeah.
So he wraps himself around your arm like 3 times, pushes his tail in his mouth, and then he turns to stone.
What?
Oh.
Oh, to anybody who's looking right now, it looks like Kalara is basically wearing like a snake armband, like a snake bracelet type thing,
I mean,
where it's like coiled around the arm,
And then it's biting his
and
own
then
tail.
there's like tail and mouth.
oh wow.
Well, now I guess we have to find a cure instead of just a stop to this.
Wait. Like, is he actually stone, or is he like the stone rabbit?
I'll tap him on the
It
head.
appears to be made of rock.
Oh,
Well, it's
Okay.
probably because he ate it.
perhaps, but this does tell us something useful.
That if you eat the dust, you literally turn into the element.
Potentially, there could be
I
some.
don't think any of
problem
us were
for
going to
you.
eat it, though.
It looks like the ember stuff just went straight for you. Maybe it's drawn to living creatures, and perhaps
Morgane's
you
arm
may turn into some
is
sort
going
of
to
ember
catch on
creature.
fire.
Yes, maybe we should get you away from wooden buildings.
Does
Come on.
this mean we can't stay at the inn?
I am
Yes.
100% sure we should be staying in the forest tonight. I'm just like, I'm not actually looking at anyone. I'm just like stunned, looking at like Nipped
And
crawling
then
around my
Nipped
arm.
turns into a bear and goes, "Remember, only you can prevent forest fire."
Yeah. If we stay in the forest, when I set the forest on fire, if I turn on fire,
The forest is made of green wood. That's not green wood at the end.
No.
I hope that if you ever turn on fire, it will wake you up because you'll be on fire.
I hope so too.
I was about to say, I don't think the creatures seem unhappy, but maybe they are. Nips doesn't seem to be
Maybe that's why they're-
complaining.
That's
Maybe-
'cause she's made of. Never
Why
mind.
was the rabbit able to move? And
Yes. Maybe the rabbit was sprinkled with the dust, and Nipped ate it. Well, Nipped doesn't always possess the greatest sense, especially not now.
then... Yeah, that's...
Maybe he ate it to prove a point.
Maybe. He is... I don't really know how to describe Nipped. He's one of a kind. He certainly is now. Maybe we should just go to the forest and continue tracking this. Kalara is still
Certainly
not
is now.
actually looking at anyone at all. She's like busy looking still looking at the snake.
I mean,
I'll-
it's pretty fashionable. Like, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, like you can see Morgane like looking at it, like looking at the snake armband, like with respect, like yeah, that's pretty fashionable.
I have no like compass mentis that you think this is cool. I'm just like, what the frack? It's probably like apart from finding out about Malik, this is probably like the most emotion he's ever shown. Like, this is weird. I'm uncomfortable with this. I don't know if I like this.
Is she capable of walking around on her own? Or is she in shock right now?
No, she'll be able to walk. She's fine. Just a
Does
little bit
Leon need to
confused.
pull out his thesis again?
Dr.
Doc-
Leon, paging Dr. Leon.
No,
Dr. Professor Leon.
she'll be fine. She's just a little bit surprised, I guess.
Dr. Professor Ranger, MD.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
to the woods
So-
then?
Yeah, to the woods.
Okay. So barring that aside, you make your way out of the alley and proceed towards the woods to the northwest of the town. You're not that far out from the outskirts of the town as it is, so it takes you maybe like 15 minutes of walking before you finally reach the outside of the city, town, sound.
Place.
And before you there appear to be woods. Not densely packed woods. It seems to be a bit sparser on the tree quota. If one could call it a woods, it's not really like a forest. It's more like a what's the word? Onyx, you know this stuff. Give me words.
I can give you words if I had any idea what you're trying to say.
There are trees, but not a forest amount of trees.
Cops.
Woods.
There is a less than forest amount.
Orchard.
No, I don't think that's it.
Woods.
Yeah, that would
Let's
be a
go
lot
with
of
woods,
shores
Arch.
as well.
We know what
Alright,
you're
then we're
talking
going
about.
with woods.
Um,
You see the woods before you.
can I check for tracks?
Yes.
Particularly ones that look strange, either like soggy or burnt, from
Sure.
Chard.
elemental footsteps. Would that be a
yes, go for it.
survival?
It would be.
I did it.
You did it, alright. Yep.
I fell into the mud, guys.
You find so many tracks. And you realize that, hey, they're your own.
Yeah.
Leon,
No
perhaps
leads here,
you
guys.
may have a slightly better chance at this. Tracking is
I have
not
a
my
plus
forte.
5, guys.
Wow, I know.
Come on.
This is pretty genius. Leon, you appear to be some sort of ranger, yes? Perhaps you'll have more chance of tracking than
I could look.
Malik here.
Yeah, I'll just look for tracks as well, see if I find anything particularly interesting.
The only thing that stands out are you notice some hoof prints that appear to have scorch marks heading into the town.
Do they look like deer feet?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
they're like deer hooves or something.
We should-
Oh, weird. Well, I found the deer tracks, but we already know what happened with that. Not
Well, we
much
could
else around
follow
here that I
them
can
in
see.
reverse.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Figure out where it came from. Might get us a little bit of a lead. I don't know. You guys see this track over here?
Malik, I think that's you. Are you still lying in the mud?
Yeah.
Guys, the mud feels so refreshing.
We should follow these tracks back. I have a strong feeling about these tracks.
Grove, thank you for the word.
So, are we following the deer tracks backwards then?
I think that's the only set of tracks we have, and possibly the only lead also.
Unless you want to follow the tracks I found back.
I don't see your tracks really. Let's just follow the deer tracks.
Okay.
Perhaps you also want to get yourself out of the dirt, Malik.
I do it.
I mean, mud baths are nice, but not right now.
I don't know what
I'm
you're talking about. Mud baths always sound nice to me.
We follow the tracks by getting back on
Okay.
track.
Back on track.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fired.
They are fired.
So you make your way into the grove. We'll call it. You make your way into the grove, following the scorched tracks from this deer. And they appear to lead fairly deep into this grove. There is a path that seems like this deer was following. You can, as you're following the tracks, you can see the occasional splatter of blood on the ground. Most likely from the shot that the hunters had on the deer.
Bleed.
Well, I mean, generally when you hunt deer, if you don't kill it on the first hit, then yeah, it's going to start bleeding until it dies.
No, I meant it bleeds. It's not like bleeding
Yeah.
fire.
It didn't cauterize itself either.
The way that you talk to your snake, is it magical?
No. He's just a pet. Well, he's not actually a pet. He was a gift from a friend.
He's
Why'd
really
you
cute.
ask?
Well, curious first of all, and then just wondering if it's still in there, to be able to communicate. If maybe we could figure out if it's still able to talk.
I've never been able to have any sort of conversation with Nips other than the tongue waggling. It's more of a bond than a conversation.
think we just got raided. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
So, you guys are just gonna keep making your way along with the deer tracks, or are you guys gonna try to stop and investigate Nipped?
Unless
I
any of
mean-
you have... I don't know, I could try talking to him. Nipped! What's going on?
He is made of stone.
Yeah, there is no response.
Is it a stony response?
Wow. What I was saying is maybe its body is frozen and it's still in there, but
Thank you for the follow!
I don't have any magical means of communicating with it at the moment, though I could look into it later if we haven't solved this by now.
You can speak to Nipped?
Perhaps. It's not something that I do often.
Wow, aren't you full of surprises? That's amazing.
Being on
That's-
your own for a long time certainly has its advantages at times.
Perhaps we should consider this if we haven't managed to solve this by the time.
Malik, roll me a nature roll.
Okay. How about... This wouldn't be like a survival?
No.
Okay, nature's not a good one. Alright.
You're a druid!
18 though.
You have a bad nature roll, but you're a druid.
Nature's intelligence. Druids need wisdom.
Yep.
I mean, fair.
So, Malik, you kind of pick through your brains trying to remember everything you learned of your druidic ways from your mentor. And you remember him mentioning something about familiars and how some of them have, like, command words, in a sense. And you kind of just over and in, like, almost like a whisper to Nip, say his name in Druidic. And as you whisper the name, the stone seems to shiver and come alive. And Nip actually sits up, does the tongue thing, looks at you, looks at Kalare, and then goes back to being stone.
I shrug.
How did he do that?
Alright, I just said his name in Druidic.
Wow.
I relayed all the information about Minion.
If you would like to come up with what Nipped is in Druidic, I leave that creativity entirely to you.
I'll leave that to Valanda, because
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
mine.
No, it's druidic. It's nothing to do with me, man. This is you. You
No,
make
no,
a
it's
decision.
Bad.
It's your
Bad.
pet, though.
It doesn't
I'm not
matter.
gonna be
It's
saying
druidic.
pet
I
shit.
named him. His name is Nipped. You give him a druid name.
Alright, I'll come up with one in the time that we continue. I'll interrupt us when I have one.
Okay. Because she for sure will need to learn this. She wants to learn this.
Does the tongue thing, yep.
Yep.
Alright, so having a better understanding of your little snake friend now and how to actually summon him up without him being just stuck as stone, you continue following along the path from the cinder deer, or the fire deer, whatever you want to phrase it as. And it appears to be leading deeper and deeper into this grove. Eventually, you actually come across an area where there doesn't appear to be any blood or anything like that. And you could actually notice signs of what looks like what was probably a lot of deer, either bedding for the night or just resting. There's a lot of crushed grass. There are parts where you can see like scrapings on a tree from where one of them may have been like rubbing their antlers or something like that. That's about it, though. It seems like the tracks end in this small clearing where all the deer were probably resting.
Around the clearing, see if I can find any tracks that don't belong to a deer.
Survival.
Well, that's great.
I'm gonna
It's
hunt.
a bit hard to say. It looks like something disturbed the deer, and it looks like there's a lot of tracks that scattered in different directions. Most likely it was the deer themselves bolting. Most likely from the attack.
From the mean hunters.
Okay.
Who's the druid here again?
That's me.
I want to try survival. I want to see if now that
Me
I have
too.
the fire deer absorbed into my skin, if I have like deer powers.
You get to turn into a deer. That would be amazing.
I don't want to be a deer. I just want to have.
You are
Deer
a deer.
powers.
You're lovely.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure I'm following what is happening right now.
No,
Okay.
I don't have any deer powers.
There are no noticeable deer powers.
I can't tell just because I absorb deer into my skin what deer are thinking.
It
No, that
At
does not
least-
seem like it works that way.
was a good idea.
So what are you guys gonna do? You're in this clearing. I don't know what your plans are from here.
Well-
About how far into the woods are we?
I would say probably about like half an hour in from walking, trying to make sure that you don't lose track of the tracks. Track of the tracks.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're not that far in. We may just want to keep heading in northwest-ish, see if we stumble across anything if we don't have any leads.
So walk in a random direction and hope for the best.
Well, northwest, that's where most stuff is coming from anyway. Maybe if we head farther that way, we'll see something.
Like, how much farther? I don't want to get too far from the town since we have the 3-day limit and everything.
Maybe an hour, possibly two.
Okay. Arch,
Too
what
far.
time would you say it was?
You guys haven't been out for too long, so like
Yeah.
it was 9 a.m. when you guys were first at like the tavern. So at this point, it's probably like I don't know, like 10:30. With all things said and done.
We could travel for quite a few more hours yet.
All right, let's walk some more.
I would actually like to, like, as we kind of begin to pull away, actually just kind of circle around this clearing and see if I can find anything else. Like any
Sure, why not?
evidence of like
You roll
fire or
survival.
anything. Eep. Oh, it's better. Woo!
Okay, somebody that didn't roll like crap. Yes, actually, Kalara, as you are walking around this little clearing trying to see if there's anything that the other two might have missed, you actually notice behind some bushes there appears to be a like a worn out patch where it looks like somebody was either sitting or standing probably for a while, and there appear to be tracks leading away from that point.
I think I found something. This way.
What'd you find?
Believe I found tracks. Someone was clearly laying in wait here, so perhaps we should follow these tracks and see where they lead.
These look very humanoid. How long ago were they here? Because I can do that with my thing, my natural
I
explorer
don't know
thing.
what thing, and the viewers don't know what thing.
I
My
don't know
natural
what thing either.
explorer thing.
Hit the
Tracking
button
other-
for the thing.
Okay, it's a really long thing though.
Oh, well, that's a
I
lot
need
of
to
thing.
read it.
A lot of thing.
That's a lot of thing.
That is a lot of things,
Well.
but I need to read it.
The bottom one is the one I'm using.
While tracking other creatures, you don't notice an exact number, their size, and how long ago they passed through the area. Oh,
Nice. That's a good thing.
How useful.
Yeah,
It's like you're a ranger or something.
that's weird, right?
why would you say that? Yeah, so you take a closer look at these tracks, and you realize that it must have been one person. Just typical humanoid. It looks like they came around probably like last night.
Last night.
Yeah.
And also looking at the deer tracks. No, never mind. They bolted because of the hunters. Okay. Oh, probably. Or the deer. When did the deer all bolt?
The deer bolted, it seems like late last night.
Oh, okay.
So far as you can tell, there seems to be a correlation.
So
Roll me a insight, actually.
And sight.
So you take a closer look specifically at like the chaos of these tracks and the positionings. You notice that the humanoid tracks appear to have come slightly before the bolting. So whatever startled the deer was either this thing or something else.
So the humanoid tracks are before the deer?
The humanoid tracks are before the deer scattered.
By how much? Like just barely, or like it was around here before the deer even got there?
Based on you could tell within an hour's window.
Okay. Yeah, so going back to the rest of the party, it seems like this person back here was here the same time the deer scattered, and they were also in the clearing where the deer were sleeping before the deer were there, within an hour or so.
They were laying in wait for them.
And yeah, this is only the tracks of one person back in this bush, so it probably wasn't the hunters, but I don't know for sure.
If what we found relating to the powdered remains of the stone bunny and the embers of the fire deer, perhaps they're involved. If they can throw dust and turn things into other things, then maybe we should follow.
Let's try following these
It's the only solid lead
tracks
we
back
have.
to wherever this guy came from.
Yes, it's the only solid lead we have other than walking in a odd direction.
Okay.
I also have
So-
advantage on tracking humanoids.
Nice.
So you guys are going to be following the tracks of this whoever it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Roll me another survival. Specifically Leon.
Okay. With advantage because it's a humanoid. 18.
That's a stealth.
That is a stealth. You are correct.
Good job.
It's
Where's he
right
going?
above survival. Crit.
That's better. Whoop whoop.
So it takes you about another hour of tracking to get to the bottom of this. It doesn't seem like it's that hard to follow these tracks, especially for Leon. It seems like it's plain as day, like right there. There are the tracks. This is where they're going. You notice that the tracks appear to be heading northwest, almost parallel to the path that would lead to where you know Ragar is.
Okay.
After about an hour of tracking, you can actually hear as well as smell what seems like something cooking and a fire, like a campfire up ahead, where the tracks are leading.
Does it smell delicious?
It does.
Does it smell like bacon?
No, actually, it smells like cooked deer.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Sorry, that's appalling.
We can't. I'm a deer now, so we can't eat it.
Just in case the other three didn't hear or smell it, I hold up my hand to stop and be quiet.
Are any of you particularly stealthy? We should probably...
I'm kind of stealthy.
I'm sort of stealthy.
Yes, but perhaps you would be better off here. Looking at your giant guitar on your back.
I could.
I'll have
scout
you know,
ahead.
I am like the queen of stealth.
Uh-huh.
I could scout ahead, but it might take a lot of energy.
Don't worry,
Per se.
Shadows are my second home, so to speak. Perhaps you and I, Leon, should scout ahead and see if we can ascertain what we're facing before we all run in there.
That sounds like a good plan. We wouldn't want to attack a random hunter or walk unknowingly upon an enemy.
Correct. And you probably shouldn't waste your energies, Malek, if you are.
Well, I
able to-
have a hunch, but by all means, if we can see what he's doing without
a
actually-
hunch. What is your hunch?
Well, I could go in there as something that I'm not now, as an animal per se, and see how he responds to that if he tries to do anything.
That
You
would,
see,
Dust or something.
that would put you at a lot of risk.
That seems a little dangerous. I think that they should just scout ahead really quickly. Hey, one of us has already got the powder on them.
Yes. I don't want to put you in danger of becoming, well, a stoned bunny or a fire deer.
A stoned bunny.
A stoned bunny.
I went there.
No, it doesn't get the extra D.
No, it gets a
Doesn't.
D20. Okay, perhaps we should scout ahead and then we'll...
Yep, sneaky.
Yeah,
We'll do that first.
this is the safer option.
We'll be on the lookout if anything goes wrong.
Oh, I was
Okay.
about to say, are you all going to go scout and leave me alone?
No.
Now, who's going to take the lead as the sneaky scout person?
I mean, I can, I guess, since I was already leading.
I will follow. I'll put up my hood and whatnot, so I'll blend my features in.
Okay. So, Leon, roll me a stealth check.
That wasn't so great.
Shh.
I have a +5. Why is it a 12?
Oh man.
Okay. So you make your way towards this camp, trying to be as sneaky as possible, with Kalare following right behind. And you make your way to the edge of this small clearing. Within, you kind of pull aside some bushes and peek through, and you see what appears to be a single tent, as well as a small campfire within a ring of stones. And sitting on a log appears to be one of the snake-looking men from the city that you saw and fought. And
Sweet.
he appears to be sitting on the log. You can actually see the carcass of a deer on the ground a bit a ways. And it looks like he has cleaned it, gutted it, and is cooking some of the meat on a spit over the fire.
Does it look like the camp has been set up for a long time?
It's a bit hard to say,
Okay.
especially being that you can't really get too close without alerting him. Right now, it doesn't appear that he has been alerted to your presence.
Okay. I very quietly whisper to, I don't know how to say your name actually.
Kalare.
Calare, like that?
Nailed it.
Okay. I quietly whisper to Calare that you should go back and tell the others what's here. I'll sit here and continue watching him in case he decides to leave or do anything else.
Kalare will just nod and then stealth her way back to the others.
Alright, so Kalare, give me a stealth check.
Gross.
Okay. Quiet as a
Nice.
mouse. You sneak your way back to the others where they're waiting some ways back.
I pop up behind Malik and just like tap him on the shoulder.
Heart attack.
Roll for whether you scream.
Oh god, this is a bad idea.
11 to not have a heart attack.
You're okay.
Okay.
You have a racing heart. That is it.
What was the DC?
2.
10.
Jeez.
Very close. You got very close.
Up ahead there is one of those snake humanoid type creatures that we fought at the store. He appears to be alone and hasn't seemed to have spotted us. Leon is waiting up ahead, keeping an eye. We should follow.
What
Oh
would
my
they have
God.
anything to do with this?
Do you think they have like this scary animal powder?
The one of the kind of the one with the black scales and the red eyes had a pouch of black powder. upon him, so it wouldn't be beyond, I don't think.
Oh my god, that's right. They did have powder.
Yeah,
It's the same.
maybe.
Well, you distinctly remember that the black powder that you saw was not glowing.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
That was a bomb, but still. It wouldn't be beyond them if they used powder for one thing. But we should at least investigate and go ahead. You two follow me, follow my lead, and stay very quiet. And then I'll just sneak off back towards Leon.
Okay.
Do we all have to make stealth rolls?
No, since Kalara's taking the lead on this one, Kalara's going to be doing the stealth check.
Don't fuck me.
Okay. So, following Kalara's lead, you are all able to make your way up to where Leon is hiding in wait.
Guy do anything interesting while they were gone?
No, he appears to be tending to his cooking meat. It smells quite delicious.
Do you think it's like just him or?
Should we give him a chance to talk, or should we just assume that he's going to be hostile?
I think we should give him a chance, because I would feel bad if we just started attacking. But I think only one of us should go out, and the other three can get ready in case something goes wrong.
I agree.
Well, who should go out?
I work better in the shadows. I will not go out.
I'll go out.
I can go.
out as well.
Whatever works best for you.
I mean, I'm very charming, and if things don't go well, I can put him to sleep.
Go for it, then.
It works.
We'll back you up.
What do you want? What do you want me to say?
If he doesn't attack you on sight, just find out what he's doing around here, and if it goes well, we'll come out and join you.
Well, if he does attack, I do have something that could turn him to our side for a little bit of time. I could charm him.
All right.
So, if things go bad, don't hit him yet. Until I say so.
I wouldn't hit him anyway. I was just gonna put him to sleep. All right. Well,
Well, if that doesn't work, we have
Okay,
backup.
we'll do the talking, we'll do the charming, we'll do the sleeping, and if we have to, we'll do the departing
Murdering.
from life.
the murdering. All right. Well, you guys back me up, okay? And she just she walks over to a little bit further from you guys, so she's not coming out from literally the same space you guys are in. And she just kind of walks into the clearing, strumming her guitar, like a dumbass bard.
Like a wandering minstrel.
Yeah, like a wandering.
I would like to sneak around to the other side of the clearing, just so we can flank if we need to.
Okay. So, Morgaine, you stride into this clearing, and immediately this guy stops, tending to the meat and looks up. His eyes narrowed, and he looks at you kind of with that squinty, suspicious eyes. And in common, he says, "Who are you?"
Oh, geez. I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was. Well, I mean, I smelled a fire, but I didn't realize anyone was here. Hi, I'm Morgaine. I'm a bard, just wandering around. How are you?
Why are you in these woods?
I'm heading to Rhaegar.
You're a bit off the beaten path.
Oh, am I on going the wrong way? Somebody back in Severna gave me directions, and I'm really bad at directions.
Roll me a deception.
Okay, I'm actually really excited because I have. All right, do not fail me now.
Welcome to the world
How
of
did that even work? Because I have. Wait, first of all, I should have a fucking. What is it called? I have a proficiency in that, so shouldn't I have the green thing up on that?
No,
that's
that's
advantage.
advantage.
You,
Oh.
you rolled a natural 4, and then you got +5.
God damn it. so proud of myself because that's my strength.
Yes! That's amazing!
It's okay.
I was so
Good
confident.
job!
He shakes his head and looks at you and goes, "You're too far to the north."
Oh my god. I didn't even see the insight. I'm so happy. Okay.
The path is that way, and he points to the west.
Oh god. Thank you for showing. Man, whoever gave me the guy who gave me the directions, such an asshole, must have wanted me to get lost. Do you listen, do you mind if I just sit for a bit? I'm really tired. I've been walking a lot. I can play you a song. For I won't be a bother.
Roll a persuasion.
All right. Oh my god.
Nailed it!
Doing
Kinda-
a victory dance right now. I'm not even joking.
He rubs his chin, goes, "Some music would be good with the meat. Please have a seat."
She what is there to sit on? Like, is
The
there
ground.
Oh, okay. She just plops down on the ground, and she already has her guitar out, so she starts like strumming and playing a little tune. I don't actually have a guitar, or I'd play something, except for I can't play because I don't know how to play guitar in real life.
Disappointed. Chose to be the bard. Can't even perform. That's it. I can't
I
work
can
in these
sing.
conditions. I quit.
I can sing. Do you want me to sing for
Do
him?
it!
I don't know. Are you
All right.
gonna sing for him?
Yeah. She goes, should I sing along with my guitar?
You
It
don't
depends. How good is your singing?
I think it's pretty good. I'll make money off of it.
Perhaps if it's good, I will share some of my meats.
Ooh, what kind of meat is it?
Deer.
Okay, yummy.
Killed this morning.
Oh, really? Are there a lot of deer around here?
I may have scared them off.
I mean, I'm not much of a killer myself. Bard. More of a music person. Let me sing a little something for you. Alas, my love, she to do me wrong, to cast me away discourteously. Or shit, I don't remember the rest of Green Sleeves. Green Sleeves!
If anyone has a clap emote, please put that in chat. That's amazing.
I was going to sing something like more modern, but then I was like, nah, I should sing Green Sleeves.
I was getting into it, and then you were just like, "Oh fuck, I forgot the words," and I was like, "Oh, there it
Hold
goes."
on, wait, I got this. I got
Out the
this.
window.
I got this though. I got this. Ready? Alas, my love, you do me wrong to cast me away discourteously. And I have loved you for so long, delighting in your company. Hold on, it's a little high. Green sleeves was all my joy. Green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but Lady Green Sleeves? Thank you.
And I'm imagining all of that in character too. Hold on, it's a little high.
No, listen, I got this.
That would be amazing.
Oh, I forgot the words.
Man, I was a tutor scholar in college. I used to know all the words to that. I promise I will do Katy Perry next time. There will be a lot of me singing horribly in this game, so... Or not terribly, just average.
The snake man takes some of the meat off of the fire and starts chowing into it, and he goes, "That was good." And he gestures towards the corpse of the deer. "Take what you want, put it on the fire."
Oh, thank you. And she grabs a little bit of the deer corpse, and she I guess she'd put it on a stick and roast it over the fire. But she doesn't have to reach her hand into the fire because she's smart.
Right.
Well, you
Right.
probably have some fire immunities right now.
I don't know that.
Dust and all.
I don't know that. What if I went and reached into the fire and then I just died?
I mean,
We'd feel pretty bad. But we'd at least get
Yeah.
to experience the death mechanic.
Yeah,
I would like it. I would love it.
I'll sing myself to death too if I die. That's a promise.
That's so beautiful.
All right. So anyway, so she's roasting. She like roasts the deer over the fire, and she's waiting for it to cook. So she goes, "So you come out here often?"
What's a snake
He-
like
he-
you doing in a forest like this?
He just kind of stops and looks at you and blinks a couple times, like, "Is that a question?"
I'm
And then he
small talk.
swallows a bit of the meat and goes, "No. You know, normally people don't just small talk with someone that looks like me."
Oh, why not?
He gives you like that flat stare, like that, like, "Are you serious?" Like he gestures at the fangs that are sticking out of his mouth, the patches of scales all over his body.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
like, "Need I say more?"
well, you know what? You seem nice enough, so I don't mind talking with you unless you don't want to talk with me.
He laughs when you say it. "Nice," she says. "That's funny."
Is it? Didn't seem funny to me, but okay. Guess I'm missing a joke.
You could say that the joke lies in your presence.
Calorie is going to tense. She's going to get ready, just in case. She's feeling very
What do
uncomfortable.
you What do you mean the joke's in my presence?
Well, I was going to finish my meal and then have you for seconds.
Oh well, I don't like that. Let's not do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I
I'm
imagine
pretty
you must
sure.
taste wonderful. And
You know?
he
She goes, you know, I have been told that I taste wonderful, but you didn't even. I mean, technically you did buy me dinner, but like you didn't even let me finish it. So no, nuh-uh. Then she cast sleep.
Okay.
Oh wait, shit! I don't have the material. I don't have the material. God damn it!
You don't need the material. Your instrument serves as a focus.
Right. I always forget about the bard instrument thing. Anyway, yes, she cast sleep.
Okay. Hang on one second. Okay. So you immediately cast sleep on him as he stands up. His eyes roll up into the back of his head, his eyelids close, and he falls face first into the fire.
Oh, cool. I'm not even gonna move him. He wanted to eat me, so fuck him.
I'm,
And then I just turn around and I'm like, guys?
I'm gonna come out and pull out the manacles from my bag and just basically shackle him up.
You don't have to shackle him up. He's on fire.
He needs him awake if we are to question him, and I don't want him to fully.
Do we have to question him? He wanted to eat me. He should just... Can we just let him die?
No.
I'm afraid we can't. No.
Fine. Can I at least finish my deer?
Yeah, you can go eat it over there. I kind of vaguely wave in a direction.
Listen, Don't get sassy with me. I got him asleep for you. I was getting him talking. You were able to get over there. She points to Kalare. You're welcome. And then she just like sits down with her meat and starts eating.
Okay.
Is this guy dead?
Yes.
Okay, well
He's
that takes care of
dead?
that.
What?
Well, he fell face first to a fire.
He fell face
died
first
pretty
in the
fast.
fire, and he has 18 or less HP.
Why don't you guys, I don't know,
I
loot
will
his stuff?
unmanacle him then.
Well, as she's doing that, I'll see if he has anything that didn't get burned.
I'm gonna check his tent out.
Sure. Roll a investigation for checking body.
Now,
Investigation.
is he just unconscious or is he like dead?
No,
dead?
he's dead.
Oh,
His,
okay.
his face is gone.
Yeah,
I
like
killed
his
him
face
asleep.
is singed, burned. He's basically like missing his eyelids. The eyeballs are like all fucked up. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
That's a bit beyond your power.
I can't imagine you could.
No.
Leon.
Good burial only has so many uses.
So you rifle through the pouches that he's got on his waist. You find that he has 15 copper pieces and 20 silver pieces.
Okay.
And you find a
You're breaking up
separate-
on my end, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's not just me.
Yeah, I thought it was just me.
Indeed you.
Hold on a second. I don't know why.
So, 15
Arch turned
copper,
into a Dalek for a second.
20
Better
silver.
now?
Nope.
No,
Nope, you're still a Dalek.
You might have to unplug the USB and then plug it back in.
Have you tried turning it off and on
sometimes.
again?
It's the USB. Since you have a wireless thing, it's your USB.
Okay, what about now?
Nope.
no.
Nope.
No, unplug the USB from your computer and then plug it back in.
Oh my god, that's gonna fuck some shit up.
Should we take a quick 10-minute break? A quick 10-minute break. It's either 10 minutes or it's not.
It's a good
Mainly because I
spot,
need
is
to go
taking
back
a
up to the house if I need to pee, and I really need to pee.
Okay,
Good stopping
10-minute
point,
break.
I guess.
Alright, okay, so we're going to go for 10 minutes and we'll be back, and hopefully our tech issues should be sorted out. So, we'll be back soon. And we're back! Woo!
Ah!
Looks like tech issues have been solved. Whoop whoop.
I think so, anyways. I hope so.
Fingers crossed.
It would take us 10 minutes.
I mean, I don't know what you were doing. I was pooping. Full, just straight on poop.
Awesome. Something we probably didn't need to know, but at least we all do now know that, you know. Okay, moving on. Where were we? Where were we?
Guys, can confirm Arch poops.
Awesome.
I was worried that you didn't, so I'm glad to know.
Yeah. We're all
Guys,
friends
I
here.
may be DM, but I'm still human.
You still put your socks on one at a time. Alright, so where were we?
So, I believe I was describing the looting from the dead
Body.
snake man.
Yeah.
So Leon, so you investigate the contents of the pouches on his waist. I believe I gave you the monetary value.
You
It
did.
was, I think it was 15 copper and like 20 silver pieces. Yeah.
That is exactly what it was.
You look through some of the other pouches. Most of them seem empty. You do find on the last pouch that you look through, there appears to be a white dust within the bag, and it also appears to be glowing.
Glowing white dust. I'm keeping it in the pouch and not touching it.
Or, wait a minute. Yellow, not white. My bad.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not blue?
Positive, yellow.
Okay. Glowing
Pikachu.
yellow dust. What color was the rabbit dust?
Brown.
Brown? Okay.
I would like to loot, or at least search through his tent.
Inside the tent, you find a bedroll, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool.
Is there anything else to loot?
There's a dead deer.
I'm not going to look at the search the dead deer. I feel like that's
A bit too much.
disgusting and
Yeah.
probably a waste of time.
So what do?
Yeah, I'm gonna show everyone my fancy glowing yellow dust. Not let anyone get too close, otherwise they'll absorb it into their arm again.
Yeah, if we mix up all the dust and then create like one super animal, what happens? Do we win the campaign?
That's how the task was made.
We split the dust evenly between Morgaine and between Nipt, you know, and then we just combine them together.
Okay. Well, did we want to wake this guy up? Nope, he's dead. I
He's
just
dead.
remembered that he's
Unfortunately,
dead.
no longer with us.
I have short-term memory issues.
This deer's cooked,
Is
right?
that
Sorry, guys.
is that genetic? Do I need to worry about that?
I have no idea.
Oh,
This deer's
Who are you?
cooked, right?
Don't remember if it's
No, the deer itself is just a corpse. It looks like he cleans out the guts from inside and then cut off a slab of meat to cook.
Oh, okay.
Currently, Morgaine has a nice slab of meat on a spit cooking on the fire.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Get
That's
some of
hers.
this delicious deer action.
are you eating your arm?
No, I am eating deer. I'm eating deer meat from the dead deer over there.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
perhaps.
Just to clarify, Leon, I'm an elf, not a deer. I don't know if you know the difference, but like, that's a deer. This is an elf.
Well,
I'm
Deer.
shocked.
Elf.
someone poured deer dust onto
Revelation.
their arm.
Revelation.
Yeah. Perhaps we should either see if we can find out where this person came from, or return back to town with what we have found. I would
Yeah.
then look for tracks.
Same.
Well,
Yeah.
Seeing where he came from.
Yeah.
With advantage for me.
Not advantage for me because I don't do that.
where do you get advantage?
Because I'm a ranger with a favorite enemy of humanoid.
Psh,
It doesn't matter. My advantage sucked.
damn.
Okay. I mean, all three of you are able to discern that the tracks that this guy left from making the camp, it seems like he actually came from the road to the southwest,
Okay.
which means that he either came from Saverna or he came from Rhaegar.
Wait. Hold on. If Rhaegar's to the southwest, where are we right now exactly?
Rhaegar's to the northwest.
Rhaegar is northwest.
Oh, but I thought you said that his tracks came from the southwest.
The road to the southwest. We're north of the road.
Oh. Okay.
You're currently northeast of the road.
Okay. I was confused. Thank you for clarifying.
I know the viewers can't see it, but if you can see my mouse, like you're like somewhere like in here.
Okay. Now I'm
Okay.
not as confused as I was. I was like, wait, how far up are we?
Not that far.
How far would it be for us to get over to Rhaegar?
From where you guys are, a better part of like, pretty much it would take you the day. So you could get to Rhaegar if you wanted, but it would take you pretty much the day to get there.
No, that doesn't seem like a great idea.
No.
Since we only have 3 days, otherwise we're gonna like get our asses kicked.
How many pouches does this guy have on him?
5,
5.
Are they all the
of
same
which
coloured?
2 of them were occupied. One with the money and then one with the dust.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 3 empty bags. That's not enough to cause this many problems for the town. So this guy wasn't the only cause of it. That's for sure, at least.
Well, he's dead, so we can't exactly figure out
Hmm.
where
Sorry,
him or
I
more like him are hiding.
did try, and
It's-
therefore you can't criticize me.
It's not your fault. These things do occasionally happen.
Yeah, I did not mean for him to fall into the fire. My bad.
He was going to eat you,
Fine.
so not really
Yeah.
a problem. Perhaps we should return back to town with what we have, unless we
Yeah.
wish to follow the road back to, well, the path back to the road, which can take us either to Rhaegar or back to the town here.
we could ask Ethan if he had seen lizard people around ever.
It probably
Yeah.
would be a good start to ask the town, yes.
Listen, not that I want to sleep in the woods, but are we, like, still worried that I'm going to set the town on fire or anything?
I am concerned, yes. We don't know how this will affect you. It turns Nipped into a stone snake. You, however, could turn into a fiery elf. Could be quite dangerous.
I mean, I'm already a pretty fiery elf, if I do say so myself, but... yeah, I see your point.
Do we know what building it was that was burning? Or do
There
we
wasn't
just-
any one specific building. It seemed like it was quite a few of them. And then
kinda
the fire
sporadic.
spread.
Perhaps we should turn back to Ethan. Yeah, Ethan. And see if he knows anything or can point us in the direction of who may be able to help us with this dust and locate the people here. And we should then probably spend the nights in the woods here. As much as you detest it, but probably safer than sorry.
Can I at least get a drink before we come out to the woods?
Of course.
All
Don't
right,
see
then
that
I'm
should be
down.
a problem. Alright, I guess we'll head back to town.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys pack up your knot camp and make your way back to Severna.
Yeah.
By the time you get back in, it looks like the fire has been pretty much contained. There's little bits of smoke still trailing, but it seems like the SDF have done their jobs well.
A small defense force, right?
Totally.
You know that all your notes now have to be changed for that, right?
And you make your way back into town. Now, are you guys going to be heading right back to the guild house, or the guild hut, I guess, as it were? Or are you going to be heading to the tavern that you guys wanted to stay at, or whatever the hell it is you want to do?
Well, we're staying in the woods, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably
probably
we
Ethan.
want to Ethan.
Yeah, we'll go to Ethan and then we shall acquire you a drink.
Sure. So you guys make your way back to the Discara guild house, or hut house thing, and walk in, and you see Ethan is again sitting behind the counter reading a book. And he looks up as you walk in. He goes, "Hey, guys, what's going on? Hi, welcome back!" And he gets up, scurries over, and goes to shake all your hands again.
Hey,
Again,
Ethan,
I
what's up?
Won't.
You want to help us some more?
Yeah, I can help. Did you use the trap? Did it work? It worked, didn't it? Don't even tell. It totally worked. I know it did, right? Right? I was totally right.
The trap works.
It works? Yeah! I helped.
Morgane looks really confused for a second, and then she is like, "Oh."
Well, we see we found out in the woods. Have any lizard people or something along those lines come through town recently?
Uh-oh. Hold on. Because you were lagging, and then Neil's camera is currently lagging.
You seem fine to me, but Neil seems to have frozen.
Yeah.
There we go. You were actually just staying still.
Alright, Neil, when I say hey, you say ho. Hey!
Oh,
I was a little delayed.
Yeah.
no, I did that on purpose.
Oh my god. Such an ass.
Alright, that's it. Game's over. I can't deal with this bullshit. Deuces. Alright, so, give me my line again. What happened?
Have any lizard people or something along those lines come through town recently?
Lizard people? What's that?
It's a person that has... They do the tongue thing, and they have scales.
The tongue thing? What's that?
And I froze. No, I didn't. Maybe. Maybe? Okay, I'm good.
What's the tongue thing?
You know what they got?
Oh, it's like sort of like snakes. They do that thing with the tongue. Okay.
The tongue thing.
Yeah, the tongue thing.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, what else are you saying? I didn't pay attention to the other part.
Scales.
Scales. I don't remember anything. I can put out some feelers though. I can talk to some people, some folks I know. I know a lot of people.
Do you know anybody who is practiced in the arcane?
Here, no.
Oh.
There's the SDF, but they're for the fires and other stuff.
Is there anyone that would
no idea.
Is there anyone that would have any information on these strange snake people?
I don't know. That's why I was gonna put out the feelers and stuff. I would talk to people. I was just saying, I was gonna do some investigating work.
But if someone tore out the page of your journal for some reason, then it might not be smart for us to announce that we're onto something.
So you want me to be sneaky, right? You want me he leans close. You want me to be sneaky like a snake? Huh? Right? Right? Like he gives you like that buddy elbow, like right?
Sneaky. Right. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe not at all?
I think our only real lead is that we know that these lizard people have access to these powders. We need to find them and track them if they are the source.
Do you think there's any connect
Rip.
artifact store?
No, it's not me this time.
It's definitely Onyx.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what were you saying about relics?
Do you think this animal thing that they're doing is any way connected with them blowing up and robbing the artifact store?
It's a possibility we should at least consider. If we would at some point return back there, we should try and find out what was taken, perhaps.
Thinking about it, if we can't, in the time allotted, figure out what the heck is happening, I'm sure we could tell... I forgot the name of the guy who's in charge of our guild.
I've got it written here somewhere.
Balson.
Well, Diane is
Yeah,
the
that
person
makes-
who told us to do this.
Wait, what did you say, Arch?
Balson.
Yes, Balson. But we could tell Balson about the lizard people having the powders, and the powders being the thing that's, creating the weird animals, because he took the weird powder we found the last time we fought the lizard people.
That powder wasn't glowing, though.
Although, I think our mission was to either find the source and/or deal with it, or was it to actually deal with it?
We were supposed to come up here, find out how much we could. If we could figure out how to stop it, then we were supposed to stop it.
We have
Either way,
friends.
we need to try to look our best for the guild.
Yes, I agree.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, last resort. But also, I thought that our only connection between the lizard people and the powder that turns animals into weird elements is the powder we found with the last lizard guy that wasn't the same powder.
Mhm.
Well, the lizard people that tried to kill us.
Yes, those lizard people with the last powder that wasn't the glowy weird powder.
Maybe
wasn't
this
that
powder
powder.
isn't animal powder. Maybe this is something else similar to the explosion spell that was seeming to be the other powder, as we
Yeah.
recall.
You're right.
That's what I'm
we
saying. How do we know
should-
that this powder isn't the explosion powder like the last powder and is in fact the animal powder?
Because this powder is glowing.
we should get this identified? We can guess in
Yes.
circles for days and days to
Exactly.
come. Let's at least see if we can speak to the SDF and see if they are able to assist us in any way.
Yes. Maybe they can figure out if I'm going to be okay also.
That is probably of more pressing concern of the moment. Alright, let's go. Thank you for your help, Athens.
Athens.
Sorry, Athens.
Ethan.
Oh, whatever. Dude's like 10 to 5. I could barely remember anyone's name.
Highly insulted.
Oh,
I apologize.
Morgaine reaches over, like touches him on the arm, looks in his eye, and goes, "Thanks, Ethan. We really appreciate it," and then walks out.
His arm explodes. Ah! Yeah, I'm kidding.
Bunch of rocks fall on the head. The end of the game. Goodbye.
Now there's
the
a
end of the game.
one-armed. There's a one-armed person.
Don't start doing
There's
that.
one
How
armed
do you know?
guard.
There's
How do you
That's
know
the
he
one
doesn't
arm.
have 4 arms?
Oh god. Okay, we leave. We leave now.
Didn't ask how many arms he has.
You never asked Ethan how many arms he has.
You never asked.
Wow.
Ethan goes, yeah, no problem. It was great to see you guys. Bye. Bye.
And he waves
Farewell, friends.
3-armed wave.
I swear you only had 2 arms, don't you? Alright,
Belinda,
I'm just...
look at your total views right now.
I can't see. What are we on? 420?
No,
I can't see.
69. Right? Right? Is it 69?
it says 666 for me.
Oh,
okay,
hail
cool.
Satan.
It says
Yay!
648 for me.
Yay!
But hail Satan.
I can't see them because I've only got the chat on my phone. It literally just tells me how people are watching, so...
Yeah.
So,
I-
you guys make your way back outside of the guild house. Ethan gives you all a very fond farewell. And by this point, it's still, like, a little past midday. It's, like, maybe 4 p.m. My timelines are all sorts of screwed up, but
That's
yeah, we're going with that. It's like 4 p.m.
All right.
I would like to
Good luck
find a
today.
guard. We need to find out where the SDF are.
Right. SDF and then alcohol.
If that is
I mean,
the order of events.
you know, there's still a fire going. It's not as bad, but it's still there.
Alright, let's head there then.
If the fire's still going, we may not want to talk to them right now. Then they're kind of
Oh.
busy.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
that's
could,
a really good point.
we could ask them where we could find them once they're done with the fire, go have the drink, then go find them afterwards.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe we should ask a guard though, because we probably don't want to break their concentration.
Okay. I will snag the nearest guard.
Okay. Like the nearest guard, and it's actually the same one you guys were talking with earlier. It looks like he's still on his patrol.
Hello, we meet again.
Oh, hey! It's you guys again. What do you need?
We would like to know where we could contact the SDF when they are finished fighting this fire.
The SDF, they've got a base of operations down in the center of the town. It's a big building, says SDF on it. It's kind of hard to miss.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Sure. Are you guys gonna keep coming back and asking me questions? Because if you are, I think I'm gonna start charging. Because you know, I'm
Well,
a
you
town
already
guard.
get paid to...
I'm supposed to be protecting people. Like this is
But-
not.
You
Listen,
you know,
this isn't
we're
World of
we're
Warcraft, all right? You
people.
can't just talk to a guard and ask for directions, okay? It's not how that works.
Trained to just point out very large, noticeable landmarks before idiots. So,
yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'm not getting paid enough.
I
you're
apologize for
supposed to
bothering you.
protect and serve, right? But we're people, and answering questions is serving. So it all works out in the end.
I'm gonna need you to pick up a dictionary and tell me where it says that.
I thought you did...
Like, actually, I'm gonna need you to because I can't read.
Okay.
We
If
shall...
I'll get a dictionary and I will find it and I will point it out to you.
Great.
Perhaps
Are we done here?
we should go get that
Yeah.
drink now.
Okay,
Oh, you're getting a drink for me? That sounds great, actually. That'll
Yeah,
mend, that'll mend things right up.
Yeah, what do you want?
I'll take a mead. Mead sounds great.
What kind of mead?
The kind that'll get me all sorts of fucked up. I don't know. What kind of question is that shit?
You know, like, whatever. Anyway, you got it. One mead.
Yep.
you know,
When you want
like,
it, just come
whatever.
find us at the
Okay, got it.
Maybe we should find ourselves a tavern or an inn that is fairly close to the SDF base of operations so we can see when they're
Oh.
arriving back.
Yeah.
Don't
I
ask
wonder.
him.
Yeah, I don't want to ask him. I'm kind of afraid he'll be mad if we ask him. So let's
Perhaps
just not.
if we
We
just
can just
walk our
go
way
to the
there.
SDF and find an inn. They have big
Yeah.
signs.
Yeah,
Apparently, everything has big signs.
that guard is mean.
I think he's probably just a little bit irate. He's probably not, mean. People do unfortunate things in awful times. Us
Well-
irritating is probably not helping.
Well, as our
He'll like
little...
us.
Go ahead.
He'll like us more once we get him drunk. It'll be fine.
Yeah. And as our little friend said, all of his coworkers probably aren't very, helpful.
Well, he also is probably one of the slackers.
Maybe.
Maybe we shouldn't refer to him as a slacker if we don't want him to be irate at us.
Well,
Yeah.
we're not near him. We're already walking. So
Yeah,
doesn't-
walking and talking. Do we
Yeah.
find?
Okay.
Do we manage to find the building?
You find the center of town, and indeed, there is a building that has a big sign that says SDF on it.
Is there a handily located inn nearby with a view of SDF?
You can see down one of the side streets, there is a sign that says the Green Bull. And there's a picture of what looks like a mug of alcoholic beverage of sort.
Is
Does
there,
it look like a good like a good bar? Or does it look like a shady bar?
or is it look kind of seedy?
I mean, it's towards the center of town, so one would assume it's probably at least somewhat decent.
Okay. Morgaine is gonna start walking towards it.
I guess we're going with.
Going to the bar.
Yep.
Yay.
Onwards.
All
Onward
very
and inward.
soldiers. Yeah.
Inward.
I like it.
So inside of this tavern, there are no people, actually. It doesn't seem like anybody's come in just yet for a round of merriment and fun.
Aw.
The only person you see is a elf behind the counter who appears to be just tending to everything, basically washing, cleaning, drying, making sure that the place is ready for the night shift, basically.
I purchased the last round, and I'll just go sit on a table.
Okay. You sit at a table.
With our round.
Moment.
Are you buying drinks?
Yeah, she said she was buying us around.
I thought she was saying she got the last round.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, okay. I'll get this
Yeah.
round. Morgaine's gonna walk up to the bar. I thought you were buying us the round. I was
No,
like, oh,
I
that's
bought the
really-
last one. I'm the poorest person here.
I'm not, so I will go buy us around.
Yeah, raise the beers in chat.
Yeah. Morgaine's gonna go up to the bartender and be like, "Hey, can I get
Yes, little lady.
five?
What can I do for you?
Hi. 5 meads, please. Or finest mead.
Finest, you say? Sure, sure. That is going to be 3 copper pieces per mug.
Okay.
Can I have a water, please?
And a water.
Thank you.
I'm curious, why are you buying 5?
I gotta bring one out to one of the guards.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was looking at your table, and there's only the 4 of you. All right, never mind.
Well, like I said, guard.
I'd hold off if I was you. Not really supposed to be that. They're not supposed to be drinking on the job. Some of them
Okay.
slacker. They try to get people to buy them drinks. It's really stupid.
You know
I mean,
what?
hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you know what? Don't
No,
want you
that's
getting in
fair.
trouble and under.
Instead of for him, can you fill my water skin with the last mead?
It's a little peculiar, but sure.
Hey, I'm paying 3 copper pieces for it, right? So she smiles and she smiles and gives
Yeah.
you a thumbs up.
Can't argue with that logic. Here you go. He gives you the drinks.
Amazing.
What's your name, by the way? You look a little familiar.
Morgaine Dialetus.
Oh, you're one of them dietitians, right?
Dialetus. That's my family, yeah.
Yeah, I can never pronounce you guys' last name. I'm sorry.
I know.
It's really, really annoying.
It's a hard one, I know.
I thought you were familiar. I remember. Oh God, who was it I was talking to? I feel like there's so many people in your fucking family. I mean,
I know, there are.
where the fuck did I put your fucking town? Is I can remember who the fuck is your family is what. It's such a big family. Why'd you do this to me?
Could it be my Aunt Willamette?
No, she's in charge of membership.
Why did you guys do this to him?
You guys.
What do you mean, you guys? It's just her.
It's just
There
me.
we go. All right.
I take full responsibility.
No, I had previous dealings with what the hell was his name? It was something with a G. Gorlace.
Gourlay.
That was it. Yeah.
Oh, that's my dad.
Oh, yeah. I bought a few cases off of him a couple weeks back.
Oh, he was up here?
Yeah, said he was doing some business around the area and said he was heading north, but had plenty of drink to buy. So, I mean, hey, I wasn't gonna say no.
It's good. Oh, wait, then do you have my family's ale?
I do. I've been keeping it in the back for any time that we get some noble types coming through or whatnot. You know, asking for the fancy stuff.
Then can you fill my my water skin with that instead?
Sure. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive. I
How
need to make
much?
profit and all that. You understand?
I understand. I know, and it's really good ale. I know. My family makes it.
For filling the wine skin like that, it's probably gonna be about, I'd say, 2 silver.
You know what? It's worth it. Kind of miss home a little bit. So.
Sure. Give me a moment. I'll go get it.
All right.
He goes goes to the back room, comes back like a minute later carrying a small barrel, fills up your wineskin, hands to you, and says, "There you go."
Awesome. Now, I cannot do math for like D&D money. Horrible. I have. How much would 2 silver and 11 copper be in gold?
It's 3 silver and a copper. There's no gold.
Okay. Well, all I have is 65 gold, so I'm going to give him a gold piece.
That's a lot of overpaying. Okay.
Well, she's going to expect, change, but she's rich. She only carries gold. Are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
Okay,
You have
then-
65 gold pieces?
How do you have that much?
I've got like
I
11.
Noble background.
I have 70 and I don't know how.
I have 11 gold. What the
I
frick?
have 10.
There's no way I have more gold than you.
Noble background.
Wow. Why did I pick that background?
I don't know. You could have.
I could have, but no. She's a
Oh.
monk,
Yeah,
so
I'll-
that's determined.
Upbringings are different.
Yeah.
He gives you change.
Awesome.
Are you
I
going
don't
to
know
say
how
how
much
much
yourself.
change?
I don't know how much change that is.
6 gold. 6 silver, 9 copper.
Thank you, Onyx. You're great.
What a gentleman.
This is why we send you to college, Onyx.
We'll forget about the last episode.
Oh yeah, we'll
Totally.
forget that. Yeah.
Okay, so he gives you the change.
Hold on, I'm just writing that in because I'll forget. Okay, cool. So she tucks her wineskin away and she grabs the glasses in an experienced as manner because she was a waitress. And brings them over to the table and plunks them down in front of everybody.
A noble waitress.
Yeah,
Waitress
well-
in a cocktail bar.
Waitress in
You
her
got
family
to do the finger snaps. You got to be like noble. The whole
Yeah.
shit, you know.
Yeah. Little rich bitch. It's all good.
Oh god.
Horrible waitress. But she can manage not to spill 4 glasses. So there you go.
Nailed it.
And she plunks down a glass in front of everybody and looks up and goes, "Well, cheers," and takes a big sip.
Thank
Okay.
you. Malik, have you told me what the name of my pet is yet?
No, I went to Google Translator and typed noodle in. And then
Can we just say it's noodle? Because that's amazing.
I mean, sure.
No,
But-
noodle is not a druidic type word. That
I
is
think it's an
clearly
amazing
English.
word.
I mean common.
Noodle. That's fine.
Noodle.
Noodle.
Alright, I'm writing that crap down. His druid name is Noodle.
Noodle.
Thank
I tried
you.
real hard, but like most of the translations just translate into things that are basically noodle spelt differently.
Noodle.
Yeah.
Noodle.
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 Hello, my friend. This is Noodle.
That's amazing.
I am pretty shit is noodle.
Noodle.
Uncle, I got to get down with the noodle. So you guys are sitting at the table drinking.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Malik, why did you run away from home?
Well, everyone went missing, and I couldn't take over the guild.
They went missing before you ran. How long ago was that?
About the same time.
How long ago was that?
Ooh, oh god. I'm gonna spitball. I can't remember. I'm gonna say it was a little over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, little over a year ago.
Interesting. How did you learn the things that you've learnt? The talking to Nips, the changing into an animal. How did you learn that?
Someone I met out in the woods agreed to teach me.
This was a year ago?
Right. Well, I fled the city and met someone in the woods. And he taught me what he knew, all that he could. And now I'm hoping to learn more from Luca in the guild when I make a name for myself there, of course.
You must be a very quick study.
Well, not much to do in a noble family when you're incredibly sick and incredibly not allowed to go outside, but
You've
read.
been sick. What's wrong?
Well, a lot of people got sick, right? I wasn't exactly allowed to go outside a lot in my youth, and, well, when we moved to the big city, I was incredibly susceptible to the illness that was happening, so of course I got it. And then, of course, getting to the new city when I normally would be allowed to go experience some things, the sickness kept me indoors. Spent a lot of my life not around many people, so learning the ways of druids was kind of a comfort zone, I guess you could say.
What is the sickness, the illness? We had an illness in the village where I came from.
I'm not too sure. Likely the same thing. You have patches of skin.
As he says that, I
issues.
pull down like the shawl to show the snake burn on the side of her neck. Much like this.
Right. He pulls down he has like a high kind of like collar riding up with his leather armor, and he kind of pulls that down. It's the same.
We called it snake burn.
Hmm.
Did
I wasn't incredibly lucid around the doctors to be able to learn too much about it, but all I knew was that there wasn't a whole lot that they could do for me, so.
we are the lucky ones, mostly. Did your
Mostly.
did our mother get the same?
No. No, she was always busy with the guild business and such, and soon Bethany was pulled into all of that too, so she was too busy.
Oh.
And then all of that was before they went missing. And then when they went missing, you know,
You ran.
right.
I assume that you're trying to hide who you are.
Well, if I were going about it a little bit smarter, I probably would. It would be wise of us to not throw the name around. I don't care what you guys call me, but
Yes, I was going to say don't mention your last name if you're trying to hide. That's how I found you,
probably
I guess.
smart.
Yes. Okay.
Probably should have thought about that, but
You live and learn.
yeah, I live in the woods. Don't learn a lot out there. That's why I'm here, learning, I guess.
Me too.
Cool. How old were you? Let's clear this. Because I think we messed this up last time.
Yeah, I
You're
screwed this
both
up
29.
massively last week.
Both
Alright.
29.
I even
We
put an
have that
apology thing in there.
realization in
Yeah.
conversation.
We had to do it.
Literally twins. Not, like, literally twins.
Yeah, literally twins.
No if, maybe, kind of, sort. That is it.
Did you see the apology video, like right in the middle of last week's YouTube?
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah. Hands up, I'm an idiot. I didn't read the chat properly.
God.
So, what about you, Leon? What are you doing here?
I have a curse that needs to be taken care of.
Oh. What kind of curse?
It's kind of my town that is cursed.
Oh no. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I come from Valos. It's in northern Hamel. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but
Not the town, but I have heard of the continent.
yeah, I'm sure you've heard of the continent.
Possibly I've heard of it.
Only very vaguely. You've never had to go up that way before.
Okay. What's the name of the place? Valos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Twice a year, a person gets marked and then they disappear. No one's ever come back. I hold up my gloved hand, leaving the glove on. And underneath here, there is a mark.
Oh.
Oh.
How long do you think you have?
Well, by all accounts, it should have already happened, but since I ran away from Valos, I'm hoping that it won't ever happen. But I would like to go back someday, so I'm trying to get rid of it and hoping find a way to help the whole town.
So the people who are cursed just disappear? Or like Like-
Mm,
or they
Room-
turn up dead or what?
they disappear. Rumor has it that they are taken to an island that's a little bit to the northwest of our town, but anyone who's ever gone there to check it out has also disappeared.
Oh, that's spooky.
Is there like napkins or anything at this table? I know that's like present day fanciness, but anything to write on?
No.
Table is up.
Right on the table. I mean, probably don't do that. I don't want to get kicked out of the bar. Let me see if I have anything in my pack.
Unfortunately, I only have things like ball bearings, caltrops, chains, and manacles. I don't have a lot of paper.
Yeah.
Yep, I have nothing you can write on in my backpack.
I'll be more than happy to show you what the symbol looks like next time there's dirt or something to draw in.
Is it like bad if you take off your glove?
Well, also according to legend, whatever puts the mark can see with it. There's an eye inside of it. And once you have it, it feels like you're being watched.
So by keeping it hidden, you're hoping to keep yourself hidden.
That's my goal, yes. It could just be a superstition, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Oh, jeez.
So what are you doing here, Claire? Just besides looking for people, of course.
Sorry, is that me?
Whatever
Don't you know your own sister's name?
However you pronounce your name,
You can call me Cal. That's fine.
that's easier. What?
Well, my name is Cal. Well, my temple given name is Calare, but you can call me Cal. That's fine. I have been looking for a few people. I was here looking for a friend who became lost when the plague hit my town. Looking for a granddaughter of a friend. And I was looking for our family.
Oh, I wish I could help you there.
Maybe we can help each other find our family. I found one of you.
Maybe.
It's one out of my 5.
I'm sorry?
I said I found one of the 5 missing, so...
Oh. Well, it's a pretty strong start.
Yep. It's a 20% success rate. I think that's pretty good.
Morgane, like, puts her hand on her heart and goes, "Aw, family found each other. That's so sweet."
As soon as you put your hand on her, she kind of almost instinctively get the reflexes away. It's not like out of anger that she's just very uncomfortable.
No, she put her hand on her own heart.
Oh, okay, that's way less freaky.
You know, like when you see like a cute animal and you put your hand over your heart and you're like, "Oh."
I'm gonna nod and agree. I do that too. Cough.
Yeah, no, she puts her hand over her own heart and is like, "Aw, you guys found each other. That's so sweet."
I look really uncomfortable. Like really uncomfortable.
Wait, since we can call you Cal, can we call you Mal? 'Cause you're twins.
Leon face palms.
Well, I guess it makes sense because, as we were saying, we can't exactly call me by what I've been going as, so I guess that works, yeah.
Mal
Yeah.
and Cal.
Buddies looking for twins,
Or milk.
are they?
Call him milk. I like that one.
I like Mal and Gal. If you're keeping hidden, nobody's looking for twins. Nobody knows I exist. So you have a cover there, as long as you just don't accidentally say your own last name.
Oh my god, if you guys start dressing alike, no one will find you. What? I'm just saying.
You know what I just realized? You guys are like this game's version of Vex and Vax.
No!
Oh my god.
Ugh! We're not elves.
Plans within plans.
This is awful. Not good.
That's perfect. I was actually thinking that too.
I win.
So not good. Do you think perhaps the SDF have returned?
I don't know, but I haven't finished my ale yet.
Oh my god.
Just hold on, give me a second, and she chugs it real quick. Alright, we're good.
Okay.
We leave.
So you guys are gonna head out?
Let's get out of this awkward conversation.
I was too engrossed in the family drama to drink.
Drama.
Alright, so you guys finish up your drinks and leave the tavern. By which point, that much time has passed. It's been maybe half an hour. You head over to the STF building, or what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, SDF building.
I
Should we
keep
take?
thinking.
Did we get a drink for that guard or no?
No, the guy at the bar told me that they're not allowed to drink. So I don't want to well, also apparently that if they're asking you for drinks, that means they are slackers. So I was right. And you know
Well,
what?
we
If
can
we run
expect-
into him again, I'll just tell him we never got to the bar.
Well,
How would he
probably
know?
expect not to get any information from him ever again.
Just go to a different guard, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I
there's
agree.
like a bajillion guards. We don't have to keep running into that one guard specifically.
And if we do, then it's more
Jim
than
was way cooler
happenstance, and
anyway.
we should be far more paranoid than we currently are.
Besides, he has one arm and it's kind of like, how can he be that great of a guard? He's got one arm.
And then we turn around and the guard is literally standing right there.
I know-
That is
I-
not
I-
canon.
I
Stop
think
saying
I
that
already
there
know
is a
the
one-armed guard.
title of this episode is One Armed Guard.
Jim was better anyway.
Jim is the best guard.
Jim is the best guard.
I
Jim
would
is
buy
OG.
I would buy Jim like 10 drinks.
I think we're going to, so don't worry about it.
Walk into SPF. SDF.
Yeah, SPF.
Every time you guys say SDF, I think you're saying SDS, and I get really confused because why would we be going to the Students for a Democratic Society?
Well,
I don't know, why would
we
we
have
go
like
there?
DFS, which is the sofa company over here. This is what I think of when you think I say those letters. I can't. Just we're turning up
Words
to
are
buy
hard.
like sofas and armchairs.
So you guys head into the SDF building, and inside it is a very nicely furnished lobby area that appears to have a spiral staircase in the back of the room that goes up to several floors. And in the center is a circular desk where there is a gnome that is sitting there doing what appears to be paperwork or something, you assume.
Good day, sir.
Yes, hello. How can I help you?
We're here looking for some help.
Yes, I assumed as much.
What would we
Uh-huh.
look at
This
something
is
for
not
us?
much of
Something
a-
magical.
Okay. Is it a magical fire, or like what's... I don't...
We know it's not fire, but
It could be. We don't
know
know if
it's-
it's going to turn into one.
know it's
I'm not
not-
following.
we know it's not fire at this time. But you know how the fire recently was caused by a magical animal of some sort? A deer?
Right, okay.
Well, we have strong reason to believe that this powder we have is what's turning the animals into that. We'd like someone with a more magical nature to have a look at it.
Powder.
Yes.
And you think it's turning animals into fire creatures?
Along with stone creatures.
I
And
indicate my arm.
Huh.
powder is magical, at least. I can
Sir,
tell you
I-
that much for sure.
Don't know if you're aware, but we're here to fight fires. We're not here to do investigations. I suggest you speak to the guard or someone
No.
else.
I'm afraid that we think we need magical assistance in this. If this powder is causing the creatures to become fire creatures, turn them into stone, for example, and various other elemental creatures, then by helping us identify the source, or perhaps being able to combat it, we'd actually eventually be able to stop all these random elemental animal incursions, which will ultimately make your job a lot more easier.
Right, but the problem is that's not my job in the first place.
Well, you don't have to do it. If you could just point us to someone else that could do it for us.
Sure, I could think of a few. You could try one of the guilds in Namai. I'm sure they'd be able to help. Or I'm not sure.
Anyone?
Not sure. Don't know. Not really my area of expertise.
And there's no way any of the SDF could possibly take a moment of time to look at this.
No, that is not their job.
Not a single one would do it just out of the goodness of their heart.
To, save the people of this town.
Now you're just getting into semantics, and I'm not here to discuss that. If you have nothing further to report, then I kindly ask you to leave, please.
Well, it's a shame none of them would do it even for gold. And I turn to leave.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Is Nemai the place that we came from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I was like, I don't have it in my notes, but I recognise the name.
If you were looking at the map, you would see that.
I can't because I don't have room on my screen.
Maybe you should look to set up a second monitor or something. Crazy thought.
I know, it's a crazy thought that I considered mostly much of last week. Haven't had a chance to think about it.
Okay, I think our only option really is to head
Genius.
back to Nemai, unless we want to walk randomly around the woods more.
Yeah, I think that we should go back to Namai. With all the guilds there, there's someone who can look at the powder. And me, because I got the powder on me.
Is that festival still going on? The one with recruitment into the various guilds?
No.
Okay.
We can also report back into the Discard Guild, tell them what's gone on, make sure we're not late for our deadline, and then see if they want us to back out here to figure out what's going on with the rest.
So,
Yeah.
you guys are having this chat just outside the SDF building.
Mhm.
And as you're standing there talking, you hear what sounds like something like fluttering from like above you.
Oh god, it's a bird.
It's a
No!
it's a fire crow, isn't it?
And then you hear what sounds like a very loud and deep boom.
No, it's
Uh,
an exploding crow.
And you guys, each of you, roll me a con save, please.
Sure.
It's an angry bird.
Save.
Time to play Angry Birds?
Wow, that's impressive.
Okay. I'm gonna write those down. We're gonna have to find out what happens next time.
Oh,
The worst kind of cliffhanger. You're welcome.
Well, I failed, I know that much.
I'm going to write exploding bird.
Exploding bird.
Yeah. Exploding bird. Con save
Rip.
18. Rip. Rip Leon.
I want to shoot it if I don't just die.
This is
I
how
mean,
you
I had a pretty
disappear.
bad one too, so I feel you. I mean, I didn't fail as bad as you, but
We rolled an intelligence saving throw.
Belanda did.
What have I done? Oh my god, it's because
You rolled
I'm
an intelligence saving throw instead of a
because
con.
I'm leaning on, I'm writing notes and leaning on my laptop. All these things are happening.
Constitution. It's
Yeah,
up
it
there.
is.
She rolled a con
Yeah.
save too.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
all
smart enough to
recorded.
figure out what's going on.
No, we're gonna have to wait so long to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood, you wanna, I guess, mention that here?
Alright, yeah, so next week
Your show.
Onyx, it's your show. Onyx, I just work here.
Mhm.
Onyx is away next week, so yeah, we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks to find out what happens. But we're probably gonna be running a one shot next week, D&D one shot, which I will be running, and I will have our wonderful 3 guests here. We'll have Arch and Neil and Katie. So yeah, we're going to be doing that next week instead, so that'll be sort of off the beaten track while we deal with the loss of Onyx. We don't really want to continue on without him, because that would be lame.
Well, I mean, if his character dies from that,
yeah, then I guess we got no problem. We have like a
I mean,
week
he
to
did-
mourn.
that's mean. That's so mean.
Alright,
I really hope it's not a favorite die bird.
Hey,
That's actually the species of bird specifically. It's a saver die bird.
hey Neil, someone in the chat is asking how many times we had camera fails, and since you're the bot,
Yeah, it was 3.
Okay.
I did it twice and Neil did it once.
Yeah.
Mine was because I clicked on something dumb.
I had 2 unknown heirs.
I like how I'm the person on this side of the pond, and I had no technical fuck-ups this week. I remembered to change the chat, the kind of like the D&D thing, the title, so it no longer says spaced. It actually says what we're playing today. I remembered to turn off noise reduction, so that worked out really well. I've not had a problem with anything. I'm so happy. I worked out really well this week.
I was really worried that I was going to drop out of the chat because my mom's internet is potatoes.
Ugh.
So I'm glad that...
You need to yell at your mom and be like, Mom, listen. I want these potatoes.
Well, I'm like never here. I have my own place, so it's not like I just had to dog sit this week. My internet is not potatoes, so I'm good.
I'm happy because we have business internet, so we have a guaranteed minimum, so I don't have a problem. It's so good. Okay, I guess we better do the wrapping up stuff. So, Arch, where do we find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at AA_Zanes, ZANES.
Anywhere
you can
else
find
we
me
find
on
you?
Twitch twitch.tv/AA_Zanes. I'm starting to stream my own stuff, kind of, sort of. It's a complicated mix of me trying to get things sorted, so bear with me. Go follow me, though.
Yeah, work in progress, but yeah, go follow. Neil, because you're also on my screen.
You can find me on Twitter at AA_Emery, EMORY. I don't really have other places, and most of my places I will post to there, so that's the main one. Get it, that one.
Good job. Casey. Casey.
Oh, I didn't hear you say my name. Sorry.
Sorry.
You can find me on Twitter at Child of Ginevra, and yeah, I also don't really have other places unless you want to like friend me on Steam, which is also Child of Ginevra.
You're on Arch's thing on a Wednesday, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am. There
you go. That's where else we find you.
Well, this coming Wednesday, we're not going to be playing, or if we are, I'm not going to be there just because.
Yeah, and I would stream it myself, but I don't know how to do that because I'm 500 years old and I can't use the internet. So.
Cool, awesome. All right, and finally, Onyx.
Yep, you can find me at Twitter at OnyxQWE, ONYXQWE. And that's it, nowhere else.
Awesome. All the links are everything below. You can find me on Twitter at AA_Unola, UNOLA. I'm sorry, I'm really tired.
Nola.
No. You can find me at Granola. No, I'm joking.
Yep,
AA_Unola.
Granola.
You can also
That's a good
check
one.
out my
Make that
website,
happen.
bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk, where we have our system, and obviously we're here for probably streaming 2-3 nights a week at the moment, or at least next week is 3 nights a week. All of my schedule is down below, and keep an eye out for podcasts and stuff that are coming out because it's going to be rad. Other than that, all that's left to do is thank everyone for turning up and all the followers and all that good jazz. Thank you very much. It wouldn't be the same without you guys. We also need to thank Kevin MacLeod for all the amazing music for Incompetech.com. It's free music, that's why we use it, and also it's pretty good. Other than that, unless anyone has any other announcements, it's time at the bar, and we will see you miscreants next week. Bye! Jazz hands, it's how we end. Jazz hands, it's how we end.
Bye.